Let's clear something up because we already talking about takeover stuff. Y'all don't do takeovers anymore though.
Oh no, not at all.
We don't even
that up. Orlando, they call them DK. So Ed,
oh my god, why you had to bring that up?
Nah, we bringing that up.
That's so embarrassing. You don't even know how embarrassing that is at the track.
Everyone that knows Josh from the street, they call him DK.
And I look to the left and I see a truck coming fast, but I didn't think nothing of it. So I looked forward and I was like, wait, that truck was coming actually fast. When I looked again, all I saw was the grill of a Silverado and it instantly knocked me out.
Girls don't like 240s. They don't like your 350Z. They don't like your 370Z. They like Scat Pack.
Yeah.
So.
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy.
Welcome back to the #1 Drift Podcast on YouTube, presented by Injuku Racing. My name is Dawson, and today we have probably the biggest group of guests for one. Some of you guys may not know them, so kind of want to run down the line, introduce yourselves, start whichever end.
My name is Edwin. I drive a LS Swap 350Z for Team Door Tappers.
My name is Tay. I drive an FRS for Team Door Tappers.
I'm Joseph. I drive a S550 Mustang and a 370Z for Team Door Tappers.
I'm Josh. I drive a G37. Actually, it's a G35, but I swapped the G37. Four-door sedan, caged, everything. Bucket seats, everything.
Hell yeah. If you can't tell, their team name's Door Tappers.
Yeah.
I think everyone but you said it.
Yeah.
Who are we missing, though? Because there's other people in the team.
Yeah,
what are their names and their
We do have two girls. We have Jasmine. She drives a G35 Coupe. And then we have Ever, which shares a 370 with Joseph.
Sick.
So we have two girls on the team that are really talented drivers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I guess you want to kind of give a more in-depth rundown on each car. We'll kind of start there and just...
I have two shells. I have a DE shell that had my original motor, the car that I started drifting with, and I was just lowballing on Facebook Marketplace for some Z's to flip, and I came across an LS swap Z that was already swapped. So I sold everything off the VQ, and I bought the LSZ. So that one, I bought it already all swapped. It came with BC coils, already a Brom bucket seat, harness. It came with a flex kit, so I can run E85 93. Nice. It's a 6.0 out of a truck with eBay LS3 heads with a stage 3 cam kit. It's pushing like 460 on E and then like 420 on 93.
Damn, okay.
But yeah, it's basically LS welded diff, ISR adjustable arms. Like it came pretty set up. I got it for a good deal, and then I just took the FDF and the hydro off the other car, and I just swapped it over to that car. But there's still, it's someone else's build, so I'm still figuring out some little bugs like overheating issues, a power steering pump, fluids boiling over, and it's
LS
leaking.
is always gonna have overheating
issues.
So,
I got one of the two biggest fans to put on it, and I'm still overheating, so I got to put another two fans, and we're putting the other shell right now for next year for Pro-Am, and clutch kickers is coming back.
Yep.
So I want to build that chassis because I think it's about like 500 pounds lighter. I have literally everything cut out of it.
Nice.
Like, there's nothing left, so that's pretty much the two cars I'm working with right now.
Aren't you swapping back?
Yeah, I'm swapping everything from that LSZ to the light shell roll cage already all done. And then I'm probably going to make the other Z a daily or something like that, or put a VHR and make it a bash car. Yeah, seat-time car.
Yeah. That'd probably be the smartest
thing,
I would say.
It's going to be a mean-ass seat-time car.
Right, you need two drift... I don't know, you need two drift cars. You need, like, if you're going to do, like, competition...
If you're going to do competitions,
yeah. If you do competitions, I feel
ideal.
Like... Yeah, one that you don't drive a lot, so you don't, like, abuse it, and then one you just do fun events. Stock... I feel like a stock Nissan or anything stock is more reliable. You don't have to worry about turbo issues, overheating issues. Like, I've never had any issues with my DE at all.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people that run LS cars for competition, they'll usually get a VQ car because it's just an NA platform that drives relatively the same, I guess. LS guys will correct us in the comments anyways.
Yeah. I love LS. Just the overheating issues is like the DE. I did 20 laps back to back. No overheating issues. I do 4 laps and I'm like already hot. I'm like, damn.
I got my Durrell fans from Injuku and they are mint. They're like 4,000 CFM and they are loud as shit. They're so fucking loud. And when the car's idling, you can hear the fans more than the actual car.
Damn. That's some good fans.
Yeah.
Guys like,
Wow.
oh, what you got in there? Just big ass fans.
Turbine engine.
Nothing major to the car. It's stock. Right now, the motor's ripped out of it because I plan on putting an LS in it very
Hallelujah.
Nice.
soon.
Like,
BC
damn LS's, man.
I know, more overheating issues. BC coils, FDF kit. I believe we all run FDF besides the sedan.
Yeah.
Good choice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love FDF. I have no issues with it.
I love mine. I've almost got them to fit under the stock fenders. I'm so fucking close. I gotta pull them a little bit more.
I think it's just sometimes with FDF kit, it's just like the clanking noise. It's very.
Oh yeah, but that's any like major angle kit.
I don't know because I've driven some of my other guys' cars. Doesn't make the sound that my car makes.
Make sure you got all your heims aligned right and stuff.
He
that's
installed it.
important.
He installed it, so it's probably not
He
like...
went through the
I mean, I'm not saying you
no.
installed it wrong, but majority of the time when a part's making a weird noise or it's not acting right, it's just because you didn't follow one.
Yeah.
I believe the
instruction
car
or
acts
something.
right. I think I know what he's
Your
gonna
Ackerman
say.
Yeah,
plates
well,
are backwards or something like, you know.
When I put the kit on, I drove
He went to
the
McDonald's and his angle kit just
Oh
came
my
apart.
shop. Came completely apart. So I don't know for your guys' cars, for the 350s and the 370s, inside your steering rack, you guys have little notches
Yeah.
in the rack.
Yeah.
My rack doesn't come with notches.
There's
So
nothing to align it at all.
No.
you have to take an angle grinder,
Yeah.
put the angle grinder for those notches on the FDF kit to fit. I didn't know that. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, does yours, like, do you just put those pieces on? Like, my things are kind of just sticking out. He was like, mine has notches. So I was just trying to make it over to the shop, cruising
That's right
slow,
across the street.
Right across the street. I'm turning in the drive-thru, wheel goes like this.
That's all it
Stuck
needed
in the
was that
drive-
Stuck
transfer
in
away.
the drive-thru.
That's it.
That's not
my
a kid.
God.
That's not the FDF's problem, though.
Not at all.
That's
Yeah,
that's
no.
a Scion problem.
all over YouTube, could not find a video to let me know.
Was it an aftermarket rack or something?
No,
like,
no,
what
it's
was
It's a
that?
stock.
rack.
I mean,
like
I'm the
weird.
one that figured that out, though. I'm like, dude, you
You
gotta
said,
notch
let it be
this.
known.
Yeah.
I'm the one.
Yeah, and also let it be known the only one that runs GK Tech because of Joseph.
I used to run GK Tech.
I think GK Tech's a great kit.
I mean, I've had no issues with it.
I ran their V1 Super Lock kit on the Z.
Yeah.
I had the little...
I wonder if I
weren't
had-
made that great, but I loved the kit.
Yeah.
The kit was really good.
Yeah. The only thing my only complaint with it is they haven't released like a spindle yet for it.
Oh yeah.
So right, is it?
Not for the sedans. I think they have
No,
spindles.
they don't have it. Not for the 370 and.
I saw they were making it, I think.
They have them
on
for the
Instagram.
350Z.
Yeah, the 350 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I emailed them. They said they're in process of
In the works.
making it.
Joseph,
That's
what's
cool.
up with your Mustang, man? 2 years in the sit-in.
That thing. I have a 15 S550. I bought it in 2020. Like, as a Christmas gift to myself. I had a good job. I'm like, I'm going to buy a
A
Mustang.
hell of a Christmas gift. Jesus Christ.
I signed my life away. And then I'm like, I'm not going to make it a drift car. And a year goes by, and it's a drift car. And it's crashed, and it's all beat up. It's
Did you buy it outright?
not yet. I'm still paying
Oh.
it off, too.
Welcome to the payment club.
Oh man,
Oh.
Alex, you're loving this one. I know you
We
are.
started a trend, and we followed.
That's my man right there, Alex. He got hoop tea.
Bad influence.
Oh yeah,
bad
that's the
influence.
hoopty guy.
Yes,
Oh,
Alex
yeah.
is the hoop tea guy.
The drift mansion. We were getting lit in the jacuzzi.
The Drift Mansion, he was there.
I didn't even go in the pool.
I don't- we didn't
We were in
either.
the jacuzzi.
We were in the jacuzzi because it was cold.
It
we
was
went in
freezing.
December.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we were
Jacuzzi
drifting.
Oh, dude, everybody was in the pool.
Dude,
The clock strikes like 10 o'clock, and I'm ready to go to bed, bro. I'm a fucking.
What?
I felt so
I
bad. We
can't.
kept everybody up all night.
Do you know where he's from, Alex?
I don't remember.
Oh, how we had, well, in Orlando, we have like Twisted Teas. That's his version of Twisted Tea. It's called hoop tea.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
drink.
that's what that is.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, I don't
Yeah.
even know what the fuck.
That's what I've always called him hoop tea ever since we met him.
That's funny
Yeah.
as shit.
That was
Huh.
great.
Back to the Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mustang. Sorry, see, we get sidetracked nonstop.
It's got a FDF angle kit. It's on silvers, coilovers, sticky hydro. That's pretty much it for suspension wise. And the motor's Corsa headers an E85. That's it. It's not a Holly Terminator X standalone too. That's the reason why I sat for 3 years.
Damn.
I blew it up like 4 times. The last time was really expensive.
And Hollies are supposed to have parameters.
Well, this was before the Holly. Check this out. So
Okay.
I got a motor for it after sitting for like 8 months in front of the house.
Yeah.
Finally put a motor in it. I got it running. I went to move it out the shop. I have a driver's seat from a Gen 3 Mustang, so that's like the newer one.
Okay.
There's modules in the seat, so you can't plug them in, or the whole car will go into anti-theft mode. Bro, I plugged that seat in just so I could move the seat back, so I could move the car, feel normal. As soon as I plugged that in, never started again.
Oh my
Never again.
God.
Bro, I remember that, dude. We did that swap in my shop.
Yeah.
The worst part about it is it went to Ford and they couldn't fix it.
Sat at Ford for almost a year. I spent $3
They made
grand.
him buy like everything new.
All
For
the
nothing.
sensors, yeah.
Nothing. They made me buy
Steering
tire,
column,
so much
modules,
random
seat,
stuff.
everything.
Tire pressure sensors, ECU, BCM. I spent so much money on
What the
stuff.
fuck?
And they
Nothing
couldn't get it
worked.
run still.
That was such a great day though. Like when he started the car, it sounded great.
I was there.
I show up the next day, the Mustang's still there. Edwin's like, he plugged the seat in. Car ain't ever turned back
No,
on.
because we worked on it. He worked on it because I have a shop in Orlando. It's a body shop, so he was using the lift, and he put everything in and he got it running. It started up. We was freaking excited.
We're
We were
so
like,
excited.
We were shotgun.
We
had,
pulled it out.
we had an
pulled-
event the next day
Yes,
too.
we did. We pulled it out the bay. We were washing it up. He was cleaning off some old stickers. I'm like, yo, we go. We back. You back in the game. Pulled it back into the bay. He started like wrapping some stuff up. Plugged in that seat. Never started again. 2
Never
years
again.
later.
What the fuck? That's
Bro, yeah.
so weird.
It's
Sat for 2 years trying to figure out how to get it out of anti-theft mode. Nothing would work. So I ended up just buying a Holly for it, and I ripped everything out of it.
But he should have did that from the beginning, though.
I should have did that from the
Instead of taking it to the
definitely.
dealership, and he should have just bought a Holly.
And we had a fight with the dealership.
I spent double the
Oh, I'm
money
sure.
trying
Yeah.
to
They
get
don't
the
ever
stock
wanna
stuff
do
to
it.
Yeah.
work. So that was like.
But they
my
wanted like
lesson
almost
learned
$4,000 for labor or
Literally.
something like that. Parts.
You want $4,000 for my car just to sit
Not
there?
running at
It was
all.
ridiculous.
Can't you buy like 3 Hollies with that mount?
Damn,
Damn.
Basically.
Buy the whole team around. Let's go.
pretty much.
Good
Putting it on the
Lord.
Holly wasn't terrible either. You had to do like a little bit of things to convert it. I had to switch to like LS throttle body and stuff, but other than that, it's good. And I haven't even tuned it yet.
Everywhere.
I did my first event on self-tune that comes with the Terminator X. It works.
Bold.
Door tapping.
It
Bold.
works.
Nice.
Door tapping with it. Had
Fuck
to,
yeah.
Had to make it.
Cowboy
With some
shit.
235s.
With it.
235.
I mean, my car's
Yeah.
just street tuned and it's RB, so like I'm playing.
This is
Not the best cards
Holly.
myself.
I think you need this much fuel tune. I don't even know what that thing does. I look at the AFR.
I was a little
oh, it's not
nervous. He's
red.
on the computer
Just
like.
put it on learn mode, so it
Yeah.
just keeps tuning itself.
I know how to raise the limiter. That's it.
That's
That's
what
all
you
I
do.
learned how to do.
Oh god.
That car is
That's not the first thing you should learn, I don't think.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fun.
And then I have a
Oh my god.
370 as well that me and my girlfriend share. That car is a great car. I got that car for $6,000, 70,000 miles, clean title, 370Z, bone stock,
$1,000 370?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
AC, everything works. Came full
Manual.
bolt-on tune,
Did you
manual.
leave the AC in it?
Yeah, still has it till today.
Yes.
Bougie, bro. I'm at the track
Oh,
sweating, bro.
I drove a C5 the other day with AC, and I was like, "This is the best thing ever." It was amazing.
It's so fun when you're on grid and you see everybody dying.
Yeah.
I'm just like windows up, AC, staring at y'all on my
With the
tent.
tint,
while I'm
nobody
chilling.
can see you.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
the best.
man.
Edwin never had a problem because his car didn't have no rear end, nothing on it. You could literally,
Well, he's talking about the
you could
other
literally
chassis.
be sitting behind him and look at him scratch his ass through the car because you can literally just see straight into his car.
Airflow for
We
days.
did,
He had no rear end on his car at
Our
all.
local track is OSW, Orlando Speed World.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did spring break bash, and like the first day I went for like a wall tap, and the wall was sticking out a little bit, and I didn't have a back bumper on. The bash bar grabbed the wall and ripped
Oh.
tin can
Clean.
the whole rear end, like
Clean
clean.
off.
Just went with a sawzall, cut it, and I've been without a rear
Do you
end.
have a video of that?
I think so. I gotta double check.
Like, there's definitely a video.
There's definitely a video.
But
I'll
it
find
stayed like that forever.
It's still like that forever. I just cut it off and left it like side the rear end. You can see inside my car. I can like look behind and like wave at you.
I'm sure you dropped a couple things.
I believe
out
we
there.
have-
They didn't rip the
Infamous
frame
for
rails
that.
like these
No.
Teslas, right?
No,
I
I saw that.
Yeah,
Dude, I saw that.
Not far at all.
I saw that video. He tried to pull the F-150 out, and they ripped the whole Tesla, the Cybertruck
Yeah,
apart. I'm like,
that's
oh
crazy.
my
I
god.
didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Leave
that's
that
cool.
part in there.
I believe
Yeah.
that trunk. I believe that trunk was bungee corded for a while because anytime.
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Oh, I have a video.
Anytime he would drive, hit it stayed down as soon as he initiate.
Yeah, I had a bungee cord.
The Z trunk just hanging in the air through the rest of the
It
tail.
took
Oh
me
my
like 2
God.
months to finally put like pins, and then I drilled.
Yeah, a little $10 quick release
Yeah, I put the
latches off
pins. I'm
Amazon.
like, dude, I had a bungee cord for the longest. I was like, all right, it's time for pins. Like, make it look clean.
That's crazy.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, that car is clapped,
Been
but it
through
still has
hell.
potential though. It still
Yeah.
has, the frames are good. Nothing's bent.
Easy
Maybe a
weight
little bit.
reduction.
That's good.
Maybe
That's
a little
good.
bit, but I got a frame machine, so anytime I hit a wall,
That's fucking handy.
yeah, anytime I hit a wall, like my dad just puts it on the frame machine, just pulls it out, puts the bumper on. All right, we're good to go. Yeah.
Yeah, for you. For us,
Yeah.
it's like
It's-
$3,000 to put it on there.
No homie discount either.
No, I give them the homie
No,
discount.
no, actually, you did my quarter panel.
Yeah.
How much
I
was
did-
it?
Yo,
It was like
he-
$2,000.
Yeah, but dude, that car should have been totaled. Like,
No, so
like, he had-
originally.
yeah, you explain that story.
Yeah. So originally, like, I always had a coupe, but I was never happy with the coupe. I did love my 370, but it got totaled. And after it got totaled, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get what I actually really want, which is a 4-door. Could never find a 4-door manual. Factory manual. Could never find G37 factory manual at all. So I settled for like a G37 coupe. I had that for a while. And then as soon as I saw that there was a 4-door manual for sale, I had a buyer ready for my coupe, so I sold it right away. Drove all the way to Miami at like 4 in the morning to pick it up for like $6,800. The guy wanted like $8,500. He's like, if you come tonight, I'll give it to you for $68. So I went out there to Miami and picked it up. It was so sketchy. It was sketchy. Opaloka, I think I was.
Oh my
It
god.
was sketchy as hell.
Can't even spell that.
Stuff.
Yeah. So that car, like,
Barely
I started
say it.
like all my real like street drifting was in that car, and then it fortunately got totaled at the takeovers, like a hit and run. I got hit by like a stolen truck. So
remember that.
and then the guys jumped out and ran.
Tell that fucking story
And the-
real quick.
So
yeah,
crazy.
and then so like so I was originally like drifting, killing it out there. I was like loving it. I was like, I'm gonna change the tires on it, and then cops started coming in, pouring in. This is in Jacksonville, so I'm like, okay, the people are like, yo, just go. So I was like, all right, I'll blend in with traffic. I go and I pull out, I go get into this. I'm with my girlfriend in the car, and I look to the left, and I see a truck coming fast, but I didn't think nothing of it. So I look forward, and I was like, wait, that truck was coming actually fast. When I looked again, all I saw was the grill of a Silverado, and it instantly knocked me out because my
There's a
girlfriend
video.
never wears her seatbelt. She flew over into my seat and hit me, and whatever she hit,
fuck.
she knocked me out.
Jeez.
So the people
What, she come across like
I don't
this,
know. I think
bro?
she
Like,
took
what the
advantage
fuck?
that day. She was like,
There's
know.
a video of you getting hit with that truck too.
yeah, I have a
so-
video of that.
Damn.
So the worst part, that wasn't even the worst part. So I'm chilling there. I'm thinking, they don't got nothing on me, whatever. Let the ambulance come, make sure everything's good. And I think I could drive the car still, right?
Yeah, it was still drivable.
It was still drivable,
sides
but I
were-
got knocked out and the cops were already in the area.
It looked like his 240.
Yeah, so cops pulled up and they're like, do you need medical attention? I was like, no, I think I'm okay. Well, first of all, they were making jokes about me. They're like, how did you get knocked out and your girl got hit? So they were talking hella crap about me. But I was so pissed what happened. They were like, okay, well, if you don't want medical attention, go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back. And I was like, for what? They were like, we have videos of you doing donuts in the intersection in the last area you guys were at. So I was like, are you sure? And then they had like undercovers. Like
Yep.
they actually did, they were actually following me. They said they've been following me the whole time. So, and the thing about it is like,
Jesus.
yeah, that was crazy. Thing about it is like, my favorite part of it was like drifting in the street. So while we were on our way to locations, was mangying the roads and hitting all the intersection turns because nobody else would do something like that. You know what I mean? We were the only people that stood out because we drove like that, aggressive in the streets. on ramps. This guy's on ramp killer. This guy is crazy, you know.
That's the best title to have.
Bro, manual, automatic, it doesn't matter. If he's getting
doesn't matter.
and it gets sideways, he's pulling it.
Fuck yeah.
So back to my car. So after it got totaled, believe it or not, I did go to jail. I got out in like 3 days. I think they impounded my car for 30 days. And then I was able to get it out finally. And I couldn't afford to get it out at that time. And the Takeover kids actually paid for my car to come out of the... They started a GoFundMe, paid my car to get out. I got like $2,400 out of it or something crazy like that. So I got that money, and then someone else was like, dude, I'll just pay for your whole car to come out. So I had that money plus this person paid for my whole car to come out. So I had all this extra cash. So I was like, I'm going to just find a shell to reshell it because the transmission, everything was good. So I hit up Turbo Toys. They had a G shell there. It was a 07. And I was like, I don't know because it's a 07. So I put it together with my son. My son helped me do the swap. We stripped the whole car down because I was afraid to like put it in together and then nothing would like wire up properly. So I went ahead and just swapped the entire car over, and I just loved the car. I don't know. After that,
He doesn't want to get rid of it.
I don't want to get rid of it.
And
I went all out on it. I did the
That's
roll
a comeback
cage.
story. I wouldn't want to either.
You know,
He drove that shit all the way home from Jacksonville, smashed as fuck.
yeah, it was crab walking the whole way.
Smashed as fuck.
But I went ahead. I was like, you know what? I love this sedan. I don't see a lot of people competing in it. I don't see a lot of people doing cages in it. It's not a common car for people to drive. Not saying that nobody has done it, but it's not common in our area really like that.
Right.
So I went all out. I got the angle kit. Thanks to Joseph, I got the GK Tech. It's the only one I got GK Tech, which is not a problem.
No, but you drove on stock suspension for so long.
Yeah.
Like when we finally started,
good.
like stock. His whole car was stock, no hydro, no angle kit, like through the whole
He
street drifting.
refused.
Yeah, he wouldn't buy nothing.
I wouldn't do it. I don't know. I just love driving the car stock.
I was like, Josh, buy something for the car. Nah, I'm keeping it stock. And we'll through our whole takeover scene and all the street drifting, his car was stock, and he is a badass driver, maneuvering through all the cars and people and just.
I bet once you threw an angle kit on there, you were like,
Oh my god!
I never got to drive it. I never drove with anything like that at the takeovers.
Yeah,
it was after
crazy.
when we transitioned to the track. That's when I started doing that because I started realizing like these people at the track is like hard to keep up with. It's hard to tandem without the hydro.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to chase.
I tried for like 5 months to get him to have a hydro at the takeovers. You wouldn't buy it, bro.
I think I was you came with a hydro angle kit, and then I was still in the takeover scene. I was in the takeover scene and like going into the track, so I was going to both. I was like, after the track, we'll go to a takeover. And I had an angle kit and a hydro, so like me and Joseph were only out there with like a built drift car, like suspension setup wise.
I was that kid.
Yeah.
Show up with a drift car. And drift.
Joseph came from nowhere, bro. He came with an S550. I'm like, who is this guy? Bro?
He did not come from nowhere. It was a battle between me and Joseph. It was Miami versus Orlando. Joseph was like, I'm gonna fuck shit up when I come out.
Because in Orlando
there.
they called him DK. So
oh my god, why you had to bring that up?
Nah, we bringing that up. Everyone like
that's so embarrassing. You don't even know how embarrassing that is at the track.
Everyone that knows Josh from the street, they called him DK because like bro, no one else did what he did. Like everyone's just doing donuts, but he did never do donuts. We drifting through the parking lots, drifting between like tight. Like bro, when I first saw him, because he got me into drifting, so everyone just like yo DK's here, DK's here. Like you know he's there because he clutch kicks so much.
Oh my god!
I
think I go through like 7 clutches a year.
Oh my god, he's a clutch killer.
Let's clear something up because we are talking about takeover stuff. Y'all don't do takeovers anymore though.
Oh no, not at all.
Just to clear that up.
We don't even.
Because I know some of y'all are watching. Probably like if y'all don't know who they are, like fuck these guys. Blah blah blah. Stupid takeover kids. Whatever.
No.
We'll get more in depth with it. If you guys want to get more in depth with it, like where everyone came from. We can.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna dive into it. I just wanted to clarify that real quick.
No,
Y'all can continue on.
I would say everything's.
Well, I'll finish with my car first, with what's done to my car and stuff. So after I converted it to that, I went all out. Started realizing that I really like the track stuff.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like really take it much serious, and I had the funds for it. So I just went ahead and got the cage, got the nitrous, got the angle kit done, just a bunch of little bolt-ons like exhaust. I like the car stock because I work at a salvage yard. So whenever I blow the motor, I just I just swap
Let me
them
go
out.
drag this one out
I don't
the
pay
back
for
real
it. I just
quick.
warranty my own motor every single time. So I don't want to like complicate things and like port stuff and do all this other stuff. The car is great the way it is, and with the nitrous 100 shot, I'm running on it wet. It rips. And I got him addicted, so he went nitrous 2 on the 370, but he's only running a 50 shot.
Like,
70.
Yes, I'm not too
70
happy
shot,
with it.
You know.
I waste all my money now.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
But other than that, my car is fairly stock. It's fun the way it is. It's a party car, and it's a car that I want to just bring to the track for like comp, for like fun runs for all of us to just drive and give people ride-alongs for fun. Because I'm building another car. I'm building a 370 now. I have a 370. I just got salvage yard. That's going to be my comp car. And then this car is just going to be like a car for everyone to use and just give ride-alongs. I'll let a lot of people at the track use the car and take the car, give me rides in it. I love getting a ride in my own car. It's a lot of fun. You know, the spectators and the people that get ride-alongs are like, dude, it feels like a roller coaster. And I'm like, I want to feel that. I want to be in my car. I want someone to drive me. And yeah, Joseph's usually the only one that takes me.
He lets me drive all the time.
That's sick.
We're sitting at a private, and I'm like, damn, bro. He's like, what, you bored?
That's good to be able
You
to
wanna
drive
drive?
multiple
Just throws the
different
keys.
cars.
Yeah.
Especially Tay. Tay at the beginning of the year was not driving. I'm like, yo, when are you gonna come out to an event? He sits so much on the sim. He came, Josh passed him the keys. He drove Josh's car like he stole it. I'm like, dude.
No. I drove my car. So you hit 360 the first run on it. I'm like, dude, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I love letting people drive my car because a lot of people don't have experience like driving 4-doors, big cars, like and
I don't like it.
they
I love
you
it.
didn't like it because it wasn't set up yet.
Oh, you're right. I did
You know?
drive it before they.
But every time someone like a pro driver or whatever gets to drive the car, they're just like, dude, I love the way this car feels.
Yeah.
I underestimated it. You know, it's basically
always
like a
good to hear,
370,
too.
dude. It's like a 370,
Just bigger.
just bigger.
Yeah.
Longer, heavier.
It is
You
weird.
be
to
throwing off
tandem.
your comp though. They don't know when to transition.
Literally, that car is so hard to tandem with, and it's not that it's hard. It's just the car is so long. So if you don't stay where the back doors are, if you push too much to his
You gotta
driver's
aim at the
side
back door rather than the
rather than the
like
driver
where the door meets the fender type
Yes,
deal.
because
Yeah.
if not, on that transition, just say goodbye to the whole front end. It's gone.
That's my cheat code when I'm competing. It's my cheat code. I always get hit in the back. I'm like, yes. Nah.
Because then you can just shut it down.
Yeah.
Automatic.
impede my line, bro. Nah. I don't
Well,
wanna do
actually,
that.
not anymore in FD. That's right.
Bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't automatically.
It depends how hard you
It
get, right?
depends on
now
what-
they're adding
what
like
actually
G4
happens.
sensors and
If you
stuff.
let out of
But
it,
it's not an automatic like.
if you
it's
let
his
out of
fault.
it, they're apparently the new judging. They like see that you let out of it. They're like, you should have stayed.
So happened to Adam
Yeah.
LZ.
Yeah.
Adam LZ got hit and
They
like,
wanted him to stay in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got hit pretty hard. And he spun and he let out before spinning, and they're like, "Oh no, it's his fault." I was like, "Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, that's that.
cutthroat.
That call didn't
I
make
watched
much
that
sense
live.
to me.
yeah, me too."
Good event.
We're on Discord.
I was there.
Oh,
It was Atlanta.
I was there
event.
Wednesday. I didn't stay for the event though.
For the whole thing.
I just went to do a podcast. But all right, well, hell yeah. Okay, then I guess we can talk about the takeovers a little bit. Like, what is, I guess, being out of it now, something that you think is very kind of stupid about takeovers that you didn't
That they're
really
still
realize?
doing it.
Scat packs.
No, like you realized after the fact.
Scat packs.
I just think before I think it was a shooting. Honestly, like it's getting worse.
People
Yeah, he's saying after we got
Fighting.
out, like
Yeah, like after now that you're
Looking
out,
at it
like,
from the
what
outside.
is something that you didn't realize about takeovers that was pretty fucking stupid, but you didn't realize it until you were out?
Oh, I honestly, I would just say like the people.
Endangering.
I would say
Endangering
I would say
themselves.
the
Yeah,
illegal
like
pits now. I don't know. I think it's kind of
But I
stupid
feel like
because
even
it's,
then-
even
they got
even at a
rules.
legal pit, you could still like get
yeah,
hurt.
because it's
Yeah.
like if you're doing a legal pit, I think it should be like way more legit, and it's
Yeah.
not. It's not safe. Seeing
I don't think
people's
a pit
legs
in
getting
general is
seeing
a good
people's
idea.
legs getting like ripped off, like you're changing someone's whole life. After that, like I've seen.
Okay, so that actually like happens.
Oh, yeah.
quite often where people
yeah.
just
Yeah.
get booted across an intersection.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
People
yeah.
It's
lose
legal.
limbs.
It's a legal pit. Like no cops show
no,
up.
there's cops there and there's ambulance and everything there. They're actually it's actually illegal. Like
And they're just chilling on their car, just watching
chilling.
people fly up in the
Yeah,
air.
taking
I don't-
videos.
yeah.
I don't know how.
They're like, they signed up for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty
you
much.
signed-
Well, you
Get
sign a
into the
waiver.
ambulance, I don't
You
know.
sign a waiver when you go in. They tell you don't go past that wall. If you go past your wall, that's on you.
It's on you. It's smart, but it's stupid. It's smart because they're giving.
How does that? I don't understand how that works as an event host.
So they're taking them off the street. Would you rather?
No, they're
If it's
making
a
money.
contract based, like even
making
through
money.
insurance, there's some parameters.
I don't know how the
can't-
insurance works.
Yeah,
I get. There's no way they have.
Yeah, I don't know how the
There's no
insurance
fucking
part of
way.
it works, but at least like why I respect like the legal pits
Yeah.
is because they're taking the takeover guys off the intersections and streets and putting them in a box with barriers. There, there's ambulance there, so it's not the
Box of barriers.
Like, yeah, this will fix it.
it's not the safest environment, but it's better than blocking cops and cars and
Yeah,
stuff like
people.
that.
I've literally
Sir.
I've watched that girl flip over in the intersection over there by downtown.
Oh yeah,
So it's like,
there was a scat running and he like ran the light and the car just came and flipped.
it was like 3 females in the car, like coming from, like older woman flipped
My
over,
God.
right there in the intersection.
They were mad that they were blocking traffic, so they're like trying to get out of there, and then like the scat just came and car boom flipped the car over. I was like, I wasn't there,
Right in
bro.
front of a hospital.
But
Crazy.
Right in front of the hospital.
I don't know what are the odds of that happening, but the car flipped and the hospital's like
Right across the street.
You ain't gotta go far. Just grab the dolly, dude. I don't know.
Grab the ball.
Slid on their
Don't
roof.
don't waste my money on that
Yeah.
ambulance.
It
Fucking
was
throw
like
me in the
some Looney
bed.
Tunes. Slide right into the door.
Jesus, dude. What the? Okay, so then what is like the worst scenario of someone like getting hit by a car?
There's
In a
so
pit.
many.
That you guys-
the,
There's
the
so
worst
many.
scenario I would
So
say
many.
is, I mean,
Us, like
you've
situations we've had.
see like with
That you've seen, not necessarily to y'all.
Oh,
I hope
we-
none of
we-
it's
I
happened to y'all.
got no,
good God.
I got
So-
no bodies. I got no bodies.
I've made a couple people do a backflip.
yeah,
I got no bodies. I'm clean.
I got no bodies
Wait,
either.
okay. There's a body count.
Yeah, there's a body
Not
count.
dead. Not
Dead, but just
Not
hit.
dead.
Like,
But no, okay, I understand
No,
that. But,
there's
like
people-
that's a known thing in takeover.
Bro, there's people-
like
there's
someone
people-
will come up and ask you, "What's your body count?"
No, not legit.
I mean,
think it's
that's likely to happen.
But I think it's
Like,
more
is
like
that-
I think it's
no?
more like a driver's thing. It's like there's people that go to takeovers with like 0 brain cells. Like if you know you
I'm sure majority of
but
them.
if you know
don't have
not
many.
if you know you can't run fast enough to go into the middle of the pit,
People are like,
bro, like don't if you're like
Jasmine.
bro like
Jasmine hit that
if you know
girl.
you can't run, like you're like they run in slow motion. There's cars like 3 cars going around in a circle, and they try to run in the middle to get a video for Instagram. Like
get hit.
you know you should be on the outside line. Don't be running into the pit. They get hit. Like
No, the worst thing is when they're on the outside line, they turn around to like,
when they're not paying
they
attention.
like to stick their phones out and lean in.
Yup.
and
Yeah,
They can't move back.
I'm sorry,
fast
I'm
enough.
laughing too, but this is funny.
it's
No, they asked for
it
it.
sucks, but it is funny.
I never witnessed anyone like dying in front of me, like, getting hit. They just get in critical, like they're like limping and stuff. But, but most of them get back up and
I
walk
wouldn't
away.
say that because the last event we did.
Well, there was a couple. I know, but I'm just
The
saying,
kid
like,
got-
but most of the time, like, when they get hit by a car, they get up, pull their pants up, and keep walking like nothing.
Yeah, 'cause they're embarrassed as fuck. Of course they're gonna
Yeah.
get
If
up.
I ever got
They're gonna
hit,
go to their car and cry for a minute.
I would say half the people are like,
They gotta
half
walk
the
it off.
people are like in a daze though, because like he said, if a car is coming around this way, somebody's looking to the right, and they just like a jolly run, like a cartoon, like they're just flopping
That's
into the
fucking
middle, and then they look to the left, and it's
it's a scat pack.
yeah, 9 times out of 10, you got a Chrysler 300 or it's a Scat Pack. It's some type of Mopar
Stupid
come
as
around, and when they get hit, it's just like.
I hate scats, bro. I'm the biggest hater.
Okay, so yeah, all right. As an outsider, I personally have always hated these cars, like just in general, my entire life. Like I thought the Camaro was cool when I was like 6.
Damn.
That was about it. You know what I mean?
When he saw Transformers, he thought it was cool.
Yeah, like, that was the
That's my
only
dog.
fucking reason. But every other car, the Chargers, the fucking Challengers, Mustangs are growing on me nowadays just because of like
RTR. That's why.
as good as capable of
Yeah.
drift cars they can be. S197 and up though. SN95s aren't that great. But like, why those cars? Because I guarantee you, majority of those cars out there are like
Stolen.
Strikers.
bought either 3 times the value with a 300 credit score, or they're stolen that someone got off of Facebook Marketplace.
No,
I
for
can't remember
sure.
the term you search, but there's literally a term you can search on Facebook that'll bring up stolen cars.
No, it's for sure 90% of the scats that are out there at takeovers are stolen. Like, who's taking an $80,000 car and just doesn't care what they do with it?
No.
Literally.
Like,
Yeah,
most of them.
literally.
If, dude,
Literally.
Go search for them on Facebook. They're like $4,000 for a 23. A 2023 RT and shit. It's crazy.
I think
Those are the
those people
strikers.
bring those cars though is because stock, they come with enough power to do that. You don't need talent for it.
I think it's like what you see, like all the rappers, Hellcat this, Trackhawk
Yeah,
this.
Hellcat this.
Yeah.
So they're like, I want a Trackhawk, I want a Hellcat. And they're going.
And they go out there talking about
They go crazy.
Hellcat SRT.
Hellcat,
Doing rollbacks
SRT.
in automatic, they slap it in neutral and
All
it's
right, yeah, that's you said it. Your first
Converter
person to
scream.
like
Oh
really
my-
say rollback and bring it up.
oh
So
my
like,
god,
what-
dude, rollbacks.
explain this stupid terminology of
So-
spinning
Oh
out.
my
Dude, I
God.
feel like so it's a
Please.
spin out.
It's
It's
that's all it is.
But dude, in the takeovers that if you did a clean rollback, bro, they like praise you like you're god.
crazy.
Like just rolling
Okay,
back.
roll
How
back-
does that even become a thing though? Like what? Who?
It's
I think
literally.
that's like
I think it's
Who's
just
just like that looked cool. Let's call that a rollback. That's the best thing ever.
California people,
Yeah,
all the
that's
Bay
Cali.
people, and then one
Did
Floridian
you say
dude,
all the Bay people?
like
or
the
the
Bay
gay
Area,
people?
Bay
Okay,
Area.
I was gonna say, cut that part out.
Bay Area.
No, yeah, it's
Someone
more,
saw a video from over there
Yeah.
and came over here and started doing rollbacks, and next thing you know, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
It's just
the
that
speed just
within
kept
an
getting
hour.
faster.
when you're, I guess like when you're standing there, because I have like with you in the Z, the flames and everything is just like hitting your chest.
seeing
Like
the car
it's just,
come at you, I guess.
I guess
it's
that's
cool.
what they
How
like.
how
they
far
get
can
their
you
videos.
how far can you roll back before you hit someone? You know, you got
Literally,
people-
it was a game at that
How
point.
far can I hit someone?
Like it was a game,
and it was like a taunt. It was like kind of like a move to like knock someone out the pit. Like it was kind of like
taunting.
It was like
kind of like
disrespectful.
it was a disrespectful
Yeah.
They
thing.
like battle each other, and if you hit a rollback and hit the person, like you roll back into them and
You
take
won.
off.
You
you're
won.
like, oh,
That was our competition for takeovers.
Literally,
If you did
it
a
was
roll,
so that if you want the stupidest thing,
God.
that's the stupidest thing.
Yeah, we call
Okay.
it packing up.
they say you get packed
got
up.
packed
That's
up.
what they
Got
say.
packed
You
up.
got packed up.
And like people out there, like takeover wise, like we've
the
said.
terminology kills, dude. It's so funny.
No, it's bad, but like out there, everybody knew who we were. So we
Yeah.
go, and if somebody got packed up, they were not allowed back in. Bro would leave.
Yeah,
They would
There
not
There were
let the
people
car
that
back
would
in.
control, like megaphone, get out of the pit. You can't come in.
Yo,
Get out. Like, take
when
it
us
out.
four like pulled up to a meet, they know what time it is. Like
They
everybody
cleared the
gets
whole
cleared
thing.
out.
They know
Everybody
what-
park
whole
cars
thing.
on the side.
especially when we hit a warehouse, we don't do
Oh.
donuts. So like everyone's doing donuts at the warehouse. They see Josh, they see Joseph, they see me or Tay. They literally, bro, they split the warehouse and we're managing down.
All the guys with the megaphones, they're like, "Yo, everybody clear out. These
Yeah.
guys, you better clear out." You know what I mean?
Because then you
Clear
get
out,
those
yeah.
people, like you said, imagine people thinking that donuts are about to happen, and you get Josh that comes from the entrance down from the main road,
Third gear,
and all you hear is
third
his
gear.
car, the VQ just. Next thing you know, all you see is a G come sideways into the warehouse, all the way down at like 40, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
But that's what made
literally
us
just, like,
different.
boom.
That's where everyone like kind of not looked up to us, but like we brought them like it was an entertainment. It was fun. I don't regret it, but it was fun. It was fun.
I think it
but-
made
I think
who
I
we are
started
today.
regretting it when it started getting wild. You know,
Yeah.
because at first it was more like a
Wild
warehouse.
as in how?
So I think like the warehouse stuff was doing well. Like, I think what happened was like when the cops started coming to the warehouses, they realized if they did it at the intersections, the cops couldn't get to them.
Can't block.
They can't block. They can't block everybody
Yeah.
in and tow everybody's car. So they started doing intersections. But the problem was they were doing it intersections in the hood, and then it started bringing the people from the hood
To the takeovers.
to the takeovers. And like we're just there to have fun and
More
drive.
scats.
These people were coming, was robbing people, starting fights, retaliation, shooting, bringing guns. They were hanging out of the car with guns.
Yeah.
Everything just started changing. It just started getting bad. It was,
Yeah.
We've been in multiple shootouts where I was in the middle of changing a tire. I left it with a lug and a half. Like the other lug, I just ended up leaving. I heard the bullets flying by, so I just drove the car on one lug nut just to get safe away from it.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Why were why?
The thing is, it's like if someone just shoots, even if it's for fun,
Yeah.
everybody starts shooting their guns.
Yeah.
It was bad, bro.
It was bad.
It is literally people with no
Jesus.
brain cells. But like when I first met Josh, because Josh got me into drifting. Like I had a Saab. You know what a Saab is?
Yeah.
That was my first car. I had a like.
I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah,
they're not very reliable whatsoever.
No,
I got one person.
They look cool.
You got one person, bro.
not reliable, but he hated my Saab. But I was a park and show kid at first. Like I had a Saab. I sold my bike. That was my first car. My dad helped me get it together. Had that, and then I went to parking shows, and my friend Cisco took me. He was like, "Yo, you want to go to a takeover?" I was like, "What's that?" I was like, he was like, "Bro, it's fun. Like, let's go." Okay. We went in my boy Sammy's truck, and the first time I went to a takeover, got blocked in. Thank God we're in a truck. We had to jump a curb, went through a ditch. I was screaming. They pulled guns out. I was like, "Oh my God, we're going to jail." My dad, like I was young. I was like 17. Like I got into this like really young, and then I just kept going and in my stop just watching. And one day I went to Boardwalk and I saw Josh that he had the 370Z. It was a blue 370Z, and bro, I've never seen someone drive. Cause I didn't know what drifting was. Like when I was going to takeovers. Yeah. And like when I was doing, I never knew what drifting was. And then when I saw Josh doing it, I was like, I met him at Boardwalk, and he was literally like giving people ride-alongs in a parking lot. Like
I was getting paid to give ride-alongs.
Yeah, they were paying. He was like, "Yo, I'll give you $20.
Fuck?
Let me get in a ride. I'll give you $20." And he was like, "All right." And like after that,
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you?
yeah. And then after that, I was like, "Dude, that looks cool. Like, that's something I want to do." And I got into a car accident a couple years ago. Some lady pulled out in front of me. I was like, "I want a Z." So I used that money. I bought a Z, and then I annoyed him. Out of my ass, I annoyed him. Called every day. Hey, what do you do with this part?
It was so annoying. I blocked him.
And
then I seen him like at one of our like locations to meet up, and he was just doing donuts. And I get mad when I see people doing donuts only. So I was like,
hold on.
Yeah. She already knows as soon as you got up.
It's like, oh shit.
All right. Sorry.
She was trying to read the questions with you.
Yeah.
Right.
So
because when we first met, it was just like he said, it was just warehouses. Like it was no intersections, there was no guns. Like it was actually a really good time. Like we was out there for hours. We would be there from like 11 till 4 in the morning. No cops. No issues, just
one location,
but it wasn't as many people, though. It was only like 10, 20 cars.
Yeah, back when I was going to like car shows and stuff, there was this one place in Antioch that was just a warehouse. The dude owned it and had a massive parking lot, and they would do these football size pits or whatever, but it was cars on the outside. People weren't like up, going nuts and shit. Like it was.
That's how it was when
I still didn't like it, but
that's how we first.
When Adam LZ first came to one of our.
Well, I wasn't in the scene yet. I was still in.
Yeah, it was just like that, and the cop came. The cop was like, "Yeah, just go, guys," and we just left.
Yeah, but he yelled at me. I was doing donuts. He came up to my car. He was like, "Yo, why are you doing donuts? You're wasting tires." I'm like, "I don't know how to drift." He was like, "Bro, come on." He got in my car, and it was like one spot where you can like do initiation, and like the first like 5 times I was spinning, I was like, "Dude, what am I doing wrong?" And just after that, I fell in love with it, and we became really close. And he just like saw progression, and I just kept trying. I went to the warehouse by myself, and this was before takeovers were takeovers. This is just like small drifting, like actual like street drifting, and I just kept going, and then I don't know, it transitioned from that, like I don't know, it just transitioned to takeover. Like people started.
It really started off as a street drifting, and then these people started coming to our warehouse spots, and then we're like, you know what?
They killed it for us.
There's a bunch of females here. We didn't really care. We were just having fun.
Show off now.
And the girls, they want to get a ride. They want to jump in, hang out with us, come to the next one with us, ride in our cars. This guy had a girl every day in his car, different girl all the time.
It wasn't that bad.
So it's easy to get addicted to when you get all this attention. Right. And then another thing I would say, like, the no chase law was the thing that.
Yeah, when the cops came, they just sat there. At the first time they came, they sat out there. One cop came in, lights, everyone run. They didn't block. They didn't try to arrest nobody. They didn't do nothing. I was the chillest I've ever seen cops. And then it just got worse. Then state troopers started coming out. Oh my God.
When the highway patrols, when they started coming out, it came as like a force, the same 6 people.
Bro, we were all
same 6 cops.
Oh, they had a task force. Yeah.
Shit.
They knew all of us.
They had a takeover. Yeah, they had a Hellcat. They had a takeover task force, and they targeted us.
They did that in Atlanta too, right?
Yeah, I think so. They had a task force too, but bro, it was bad. It was the same 4 cops.
Yeah.
And they were they were determined to take someone.
Dude, I couldn't even post. I posted a spot.
They were there.
I posted a spot, and I got there first. I was just chilling, and a state trooper pulled up on me with no lights. I didn't even see him. He's like, oh, Mr. He said my last name. Oh, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm just hanging out. He's just like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. He's like, because I just saw a post. You were just at another location, and then you just posted about this location. I was like, he's like, didn't I just arrest you? Don't you have tickets that you have to pay? You still didn't take your tin off. You still didn't. I'm like, dude, we're going to court. I'm fighting it in trial. He's like, doesn't mean it's not illegal. I was like, what do you want me to do? He's like, I could write you a whole nother set of tickets, or you could just go home. He's like, so what are you going to do? I was like, I'm going to just go home.
Yeah.
I'll just go home.
I'm just going to get out of here. Screw that.
You know, but they were on it. They were inside the Discords. They were inside, I don't know.
Yeah, there was definitely snitches
That's
in
wild.
Discords. Yeah, we had like Discords where like private. Like you have to get it. You have to send a picture of your license to get in the Discord for locations. Bro, that shit was not secured. Like, there was definitely snitches. Those spots where we pulled up, there was cops before we even got there. I was like, dude, it got posted 30 seconds ago. How are the cops already there? Like, it was insane.
All right, then what do you think is like? Is it that is the most common, like, I guess, bridge that can't be crossed for the takeover guys to get to drifting? Is it just the money aspect? Like, what is the most common thing that's keeping people from?
I don't think it's the
doing real
money,
drifting?
because a lot of these guys so-called say they have the money. They just like that adrenaline.
They like-
don't
yeah,
wanna
they
go
like the
to
street
track.
stuff.
Yeah, like guys with scat packs and Hellcats.
Yeah, girls don't like 240s. They don't like your 350Z. They don't like your 370Z. They like scat packs.
Yeah.
So
They don't. They
weird,
definitely
dude.
don't like your FRS that's pushing.
Yeah.
they don't like none of your cars
I
unless
promise
it's
you.
whining with a supercharger or something, badge on the side.
I gotta say, I like 8
It's
out
the
of
vibrations. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I gotta say 8 out of 10 people, when we get them to come to the track, they suck. They cannot do the layout for shit. These
I
are people.
sucked.
These are people that were saying like, "Yo, I'm nasty. I track or
yeah,
anything." We bring them out there. They can't even. They spun out like 3 times the first turn.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect
You
that,
know, and it's
truthfully.
like,
This is-
and I
but
think
that-
it's intimidating for them, so they don't come to the track and try it.
Yeah.
And there's no girls.
And there's no girls.
and there's a lot of hate.
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
hard because we brought a lot of people to the track. And a
That's
lot-
crazy
you
to
know.
hear that there's a lot of hate.
Oh no,
like-
you haven't heard.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But
Because, like, in drifting, I'm sure that, well, for you guys, I can see where that comes into play,
Yeah.
where you can get some hate and stuff. Which, if you guys are doing that, it's pretty stupid, because we, as drifters, we want the
Yeah.
takeover
To
guys
bring
to not
more people
be
to the
in
track.
streets.
Yeah.
So, that's a little hypocritical, in my opinion. But, I don't even know where I was going with that, actually.
Yeah,
I
but
forgot what the fuck I was saying. What is one of the craziest things you've done, I guess, just prepping for an event?
not taking a shower for 3 days.
You're nasty.
Dude.
Bro, swear.
Nah, dude, for
nah, he's.
Listen.
You mean 5 days,
No, bro, listen. I'm a clean person, bro. But getting ready for Drift Mansion. All right, for Drift Mansion was really... I had to paint 3 cars. I had to paint Josh's car, my car, and Tay's car for Drift Mansion.
And keep your job.
Did y'all get rooms in the house?
Yeah,
Or
we
was
slept
that-
in the
okay,
house.
okay.
Yeah, we went all out. We partied till like... We was a
I had
party
the best
animal.
room. I had
It was
the-
his birthday. We didn't know, but it landed on his birthday. We have a YouTube video on it.
Hell
It was his
yeah.
birthday. It landed on his birthday.
We got the Bugatti.
My birthday's literally in 2 days.
Bro, hell yeah. Happy birthday, bro.
birthday,
bro.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir.
Happy
Yeah.
early birthday.
Mine's September 1st.
Yeah, no one asked.
You know
Nah, I'm
what?
kidding. But no, staying up for 3 days. And then also, during that, like, I couldn't sleep during the day. So, like, after hours, I was working with him at the junkyard at the time. And so at night, it would be our cars. And then during the day, it would be work.
Yeah.
So it was like, I couldn't go home because we had a deadline. And, you know, we were always behind. So we had...
We were always still behind.
So, like, at nighttime, we painted the cars. We're doing all the oil, bolt checks, all that stuff. And
Right.
just 3-day grind. And it just... Doing that for drifting feels good because I love it. I love doing it. And I don't do it no more, though. I make
Nasty
sure...
fuck.
Yeah, I don't do it no more. I make sure, like, a week ahead. I haven't stayed late like that in
Yeah.
a while. It's been a minute
Dude,
since
we didn't
we've
even
done that.
let paint cure on the cars.
Yeah, dude, I went
We go
for
straight to the track.
for
right
Spring
after
Break
painting.
Bash. For Spring Break Bash,
Clear running down.
Yeah.
And shit.
same day I cleared the car. A couple hours later, I went, like, it was so fresh that the rubber was getting stuck on the clear coat. So I was like, dude, I'm going out no matter what. Like, I just finished spraying the car, untaped everything, and went to the vet. Well,
no.
the paint was still tacky, but dude, that was Drift Mansion was like one of the worst times that I still, like, because getting ready for all 3 cars, like painting it, sanding it, like, dude, and then making sure everything was good, all the tires mounted,
It's a
and
big
then
media focused event. So
Yeah.
like, you really don't want to show
and
up
then
half-assed.
making and then staying up to work the whole day at an outside job. It's not like easy. I'm not on the office. Like I'm doing like he's dropping motors. It was a hard job. So doing that during the day and then working the cars at night, there was no time for sleep. Like there was no going home.
He's the only person I know, and I think it's called like narcolepsy. He's the only person I know, bro, that
What the
he
fuck?
What the hell is that?
Narcolepsy. It's like literally, Edwin can sit here, go like this.
You just fall asleep.
Oh, dude.
Man,
I don't know if it was something in high
Immediately.
school. In high school, I slept in every class.
I did too. I just didn't
no,
care.
I slept in every class. So
Sleep
I
in
could sleep
bucket
anywhere.
seats.
I could sleep anywhere. I slept in my car like for they didn't
Oh, I
want
became a pro at sleeping on the desk,
Yeah.
dude. That was
like
amazing.
for
at it.
some events like they didn't like camping yet. Now we do, but like I slept in my car for like I sleep in the car. Like I don't care.
No.
Well, I never
That's
let.
Still, to this day, I've never camped at a drift event.
What?
Really?
It's the best feeling at OSW.
great.
We
I
camp.
love camping. It's
Yeah.
just like, dude, at drift events, I can't go without a fucking shower, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way. I don't understand how people camp.
I feel
Well,
They don't
then-
even worry about a shower the
Get a
next day.
couple
I'm like,
of your-
that's disgusting.
Get a couple of your buddies and rent RV for $1,000 for a weekend. That's what I did last time.
Yeah, but like, for one, I don't have the buddies that would do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just for one. And then, how the hell am I going to get an RV there when I got to tow the car there?
No, yeah.
So, like-
I mean, it depends where you're at drifting
Yeah.
at, but I know in Orlando, there's people that, like this company that bring the RV, park it there for you, and they'll pick it up in Orlando.
That's
Like they literally
I've never
have
heard
it
of that here.
specifically
Yeah.
for that. Like
Yeah, they'll
OSW.
bring it and drop off. But he
When's
lives 5 minutes away from the track, so he'll
I
just go
live
home.
and work 5 minutes from the track.
Yeah, he'll go home, take a shower. Like we live OSW. Like that's why I love Orlando because we're so close. We're 20 minutes from the track.
Yeah.
So I can go home if I want, but I'll go home, take a shower, and come back and camp. You know what I mean? And it's fun. The vibes are different because everyone's drinking. We're playing like axe games and hammer games. It's a good time. It's fun.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about how the day went and stuff like that. For comp too, because OSW does Spring Break Bash competitions and Black Friday. You know, and
King of OSW.
King of OSW. So it's a fun event. Now it's starting to get bigger. At first it was just like for fun.
Live streams and
Yeah.
shit.
So they got live
Wow.
streams. They got live replay, drone footage. The prizes are getting bigger. So the Spring Break Bash, there's prizes, but Black Friday, Tommy saves it for Black Friday,
Yeah.
which is like the biggest event for OSW every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we got podium. Was it Spring Break Bash? We got podium.
I podium both.
Oh, you did. So the
So nonchalant.
The year,
Okay.
the year before that, he got third place for Black Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then for Spring Break Bash, Joseph got second. I got third.
Fuck yeah.
Well, what are all the events that you podiumed?
That's it. I think.
No,
Fuel Fest,
Beast Coast. Fuel Fest, Beast Coast.
Nah, Beach Coast, I got knocked out early by him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. We did it one more time.
There was like one more.
I got fourth place at Beast Coast with a stock Z.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's only Fuel Fest.
Fuel Fest.
The
You got
two-
podium and then Black
What'd you get
Friday.
at Fuel
events, second.
Yeah.
Fuel Fest ain't really a comp though.
That was just for fun.
Yeah.
But it still
judges-
was Pro-Am drivers.
Yeah, but the judges were the fans. So like you got judged to get knocked out by the fans. Someone that didn't know
I
about
was tapped
drifting.
in with a takeover kid.
Yeah, there was one of the judges
They
was
had to pick the drivers. Like they line all the drivers up, and the fans get to pick who does the
comp.
comp.
Yeah.
Some girl.
Huh.
I saw you for the takeover, so I pick you.
The one-time takeover comes in handy.
And one of the judges, I think, one of the fans that were judging knew us from the takeovers. Yo, I support y'all all the way. I was like, hey, one of us was making it up there. I think Joseph was the only one that got to compete. I didn't get it. He was the
Damn.
only one that got picked.
Well, y'all mentioned y'all have driven with some like pro drivers and stuff
Yeah,
too. So like, who are some of those guys?
Lewis Lons, he's in Pro
Andrew
Spec.
Grindle.
Andrew
Oh, yeah?
Grindle, he's in Pro Am. Camel, like, and then like pro drivers.
LZ,
We drove at LZ.
Nice.
Pat Gooden,
Pat Gooden, Matt
Matt
Schulman.
Shulman, Catrone.
Catrone. Like some good, really good drivers.
Yeah.
Ryan Acevedo, really good driver. Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's a good.
He's
dude.
a good
I
guy.
love that guy.
That's who you guys lost to. And
Yeah, he
King of
he
OSW.
killed
He's the
both
one
of
that got
us.
first.
Yeah.
For
Gotcha.
Spring Break, he knocked me out for third, and then he knocked him out. He won first and second.
Yeah.
So he's a good driver.
Oh, he's insane.
cars.
I finally
cars
met
set
him
up.
in Texas.
His car is
Yeah.
so insane.
Bro.
Once we OMT'd in the finals, and my friend gave me some Zeknova 606s, like 200
Yeah,
treadwear.
yeah.
I'm there struggling trying to keep up with that car, bro.
Bro, Zek Novas, like if you guys haven't tried them, like they're really good tires. Like
Yeah.
Lewis Lons really like did one for doing the whole transition with the containers and stuff like that, and like trying to give
Yeah.
back to the community and stuff like that. But I love them. Like for party tires, I buy cheaper tires for party tires.
Yeah, yeah.
But for comps, like for sure.
If you don't want to blow the bag on Valinos.
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah,
Kendas.
Valinos will always be my favorite seat time tire, no matter what. But like I've tried Kendas, I've tried Acceleras, Valinos, and now I'm about to try Zek Novas.
Yeah,
That's
Zek
all
Nova's
out
like I
there,
feel like
but
a Kendas last longer,
Yeah.
right? But you get
not even. I wouldn't even say anymore. I'm purely just not that big of a fan of the Kendas anymore. They're too inconsistent.
yeah.
It's just
Because
it
I
feels
feel
like the
like-
compound changes every month.
Zek Nova's pretty good. They're consistent all the way through, and you know he was a really big Valino guy, and he tried Zek Novas, he fell in love.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
like
just like
you
can't
get for
beat
the
it
price you're paying for them, for the
paying.
price you're paying for them, you're getting good grip, and you're getting longevity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, and it burns all the way through evenly. It doesn't like delaminate or anything.
I believe
I've
your
never
first
had a Zek
podium
Nova
was on
D-Line.
Zek's.
Yeah, every time I podium was on a Zek. That's the only way I keep up.
Yo,
Nice.
honestly, when it comes to like just the
Excited to
tracks, just like the track stuff, Joseph hitting podium, his first podium,
Mhm.
is really like what started putting us.
Respect on the
Yeah,
team's
like-
name.
Yeah, yeah.
Like people really starting to be like,
Yeah, these motherfuckers can drive.
they
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
Oh, they're.
But and another thing is, I want to add to that is we all compete together. So when we go to
Yeah.
compete, we all get in it.
Yeah,
Except for Tay.
it's just Tay hasn't competed yet,
Yeah.
but Black Friday, hopefully, maybe we get the
When's
LS.
Black Friday?
Wait, so is that
November.
like the focus for all of y'all? Is competition? Like, do y'all all want to follow that dream?
I wasn't
Or is
in.
it-
Josh is not a big
You
fan.
just, or is some of y'all just doing it just cause like the whole team's
I
doing
I
it?
only do it because I just want to do it with my team. I just
Yeah.
wanna
Yeah,
be
okay.
in it and have fun with them.
But
Joseph's
if you think
more-
about
I was
it,
able to get
hardcore.
top 8 in my car at OKC at the comp in OKC, which was impressive for
Against Corvettes.
a big car.
yeah.
You know.
But Joseph is more of the competition head. He wants like FD Pro, like, and I respect because he got me like before it was just for fun drifting, and he's like, yo, you gotta do this, drive like this, competitive, like do this, like mentors, and I like
You have to
competitive.
liven up more, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
You're gonna go to FD.
I like. He
just
has
the guy.
potential.
I
Just
drive.
saying.
I like
He has
to drive.
potential though, but like, dude, like, just driving aggressively. I like how his style, like, just driving. He got like just learning from him. And
Yeah.
he
His
does all the
his
time.
input was good for us.
Like he looks out like, yo, you're doing this here. You're missing these zones. Like, just do this.
I'm just a nerd when it comes to drifting. Like I'll sit like James Dean, big influence. Vaughn, big influence. I've gotten a chat with him a couple times. Danofa, super big influence.
It seems like you focus more on how things kind of move together.
Yeah.
I
I-
understand it a little better.
I sit there and do my homework. I will sit there and dissect people's foot cam videos or whatever
Yeah.
POV videos, how you
Mechanical
transition
thinker.
this
That's what I call
way,
it.
things like
Yeah.
that.
So he's a big.
I dissect it all. Like, I want to go pro. Like, that's my goal in life. Like, I'm doing pro-am next year. Like, that's what I'm set on. So anything, any little way I could find to master my craft a little bit better or spread a way to make their craft better, I try to go for it.
I like competition.
Well, since that begs the question, since you're the technical one, who's going to be your spotter? Because you're like, okay, so you kind of follow that same path too, as far as the way you think.
I haven't been the one to compete yet,
Yeah.
so
he's been watching more.
for all of them, I sit there the same way. I guess you could say he
Yeah,
does.
so you're
is
like studying everything too.
everything.
Okay.
Far as,
Josh, that's just a touch
I
and
don't
go.
think
You don't
it-
have to go
No,
so
yeah.
deep in there.
We had an event, and mind you, like I have to wait till they get back to pits. We're still working.
We don't have mics and
We're
comms
still-
inside
yeah.
cars like most drivers. They, you know, you can talk, press the button. Hey, you're doing this zone. Like we're gonna get there.
We
We're
had
gonna
the
get there.
walkie-talkies for a little bit at that event. We didn't have them at that time. So with Josh, it was an OKC event. It was a touch and go, and he was treating it like an actual zone.
Like outer zone.
Yeah.
So he was filling it in completely, and that was the only reason he was sweeping everybody that comp. Everybody was getting knocked out. Bam, bam, bam. Gets to the touch and go part, he just went too deep in it, and he hit the cone, and they considered that cone as a wall.
Yeah.
Which is
So-
crazy because if you watch the footage, if it was a wall, it would have just been like a tap.
Yeah, his two tires are still in the zone. It's just the bumper past it.
It's such
but
a long
after
call.
after that, everyone else was doing it and they weren't calling it. You
Which
know
was
what I mean?
weird.
But I don't know. That event was just like that was the one where the guy kept touching his car.
It was. I
And
believe it was one of
I
their
did-
first.
I
Their
did
first
4
comps we did.
Yeah, I did 4 one more times.
Damn.
4 one more times. Because
Can you
they
imagine those
all got
tires?
knocked out. I was the last one there. And Josh was like, yo, let's get the car ready. That's the bushings. I was going against Chris Jackson. And the bushings, like, just fell out. And the axle, bro, it was a crazy event. Like, the axle
drove
snapped.
like 10 miles in 2 minutes.
The axle, oh yeah, I ran out of gas. The car fuel cut on my qualifying. So I had to get gas, fill it up. I ran like a red light, no tag to the gas station. Came back. The guy was on the line already. Taze called me, yo, the guy's on the line, hurry up, get to the line. I drove straight to the line, had my I drove with the helmet on the main street. Like, I'm at the gas station putting gas with my helmet on, like just ready to get back on the track. And I came back and
I
Josh,
would love to see the people's face around you.
Yeah,
at the
Joseph-
gas station.
Joseph was-
you don't even see him.
No, we
I'm
called you. We're
sure.
like, dude, you're gonna lose.
I'm gonna
Like,
lose.
You
yeah.
need to hurry up
and
right
Joseph
now.
was like, yo, you got this. Let's go. Like, I was the last one there. And, bro, I went against Alan and just 4 one more times. And I don't know, the car, my gauges never worked. So I never knew, like, how much gas I had. I never knew if the car was overheating. But 4 more times, I kept going and going and going. I spun out, right? But
Wait, your gauges don't work?
Not on the old one. Now they
Oh,
do.
okay.
Yeah, but on the old Z setup, the gauges never worked. I
I
didn't
have
have
a trick that a subscriber shared with me about that. by
I didn't
way,
have
on
the
Z's.
white little box plugged in.
That's fucking it, dude. That shit pissed me off so much.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh
dude,
my
I can't.
God.
One day I was like, let me just plug this in. Boom, all the gauges were. I'm like, my
Literally, a subscriber, dude. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but shout out to you. Put it in the comments if you were the guy. But some dude DM'd me and was like, hey, "Your speedo's not working because you don't have the AC
white box
control
plugged
box."
in. Yeah,
I
dude.
was like,
AC
why does an
amplifier.
AC control box have to do with the speedometer
gauges, yeah,
and fuel
dude, same
gauge
thing
and all
for
this
me.
shit? It was like, it's just a pass through.
Bro, you plug it in and you're like, bro, I throw
everything
the whole
worked.
car right now.
As soon as I plugged it in, all my gauges work. Even the stupid dinger for the key
Yeah.
works now, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
oh, I wish that didn't fucking.
But yeah, they were there supporting me, bro. I spun out, but I what do you call it?
Protest?
I protested. I protested against him touching the car, right? And the judges were like going back and forth at it, and they were looking. They were like, okay, I spun out, so that's a 0 on my run. My chase was great on my lead. I spun out because I overcooked the tires. We did it one more time. I broke my axle because on that run I felt the axle snapped, and like while the judges are like deciding, I'm like, Josh, I need an axle. My axle broke, and we didn't have any spare parts. We took the axle off of his G37.
Like this.
Like, bro, Joseph and him, like, I pulled in. They
It's
said,
a good thing they're pretty easy to get out.
yeah. They're like, all right, we'll give you one more time. I was like, I had a 5-minute break. I haven't took my 5 minutes, so we did the axle in 5 minutes. We took it off the other car, and we pulled in my car, and I'm over here underneath, like, doing it by both.
I'm like, get the F out of the
Joseph
underneath the car.
came out of nowhere. He like, move. Came with an impact. And I'm like, yo, we need 2 more bolts. He was like, Master, you got 3 bolts in the axle.
We're
You're
yelling
good.
at him, get in the fucking car. Let's go.
Because I had like
Because he
30
had to be
30
in the
seconds
car,
at the
door
line.
shut,
Yeah.
at the line. We only had like 30 seconds left.
So we fixed it.
Car still on the jack stand. He's getting in the car. Joseph's a good dude.
Everybody's watching.
Yo, we have
Every-
the whole crowd just staring at us to see if we make it.
Yeah.
And dude, I made it on the line on time. We went. I had a killer lead, and on my chase run on the last zone. And even the judges said like I would have won that one.
Yeah.
On the last zone, my car went into limp mode.
Because the oil temp.
The oil temp or something just
No.
it just the computer the ECU shut down the car, went to limbo. I turned it off, turned it back on, and it ran fine. But I was so mad, it bent my steering wheel.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was just banging the steering wheel, and I bent it bad because like bro, I was like, dude, the car failed on me. I would have went to the top
I'm
3.
sure that one always hurts. Is when
I would
it's
have
a
went to
car
top 3
failure,
for
it's-
sure, but dude, it sucked. And Joseph's like, everybody gave me a hug. It was like, yo, it's good, whatever. Last
It's
time.
drifting.
Hey, that's impressive though.
I feel like
Taking
I
an
always,
axle off of another car
And putting it on
at another
taking off
one
the axle,
in 5
swapping them,
minutes. That's
yeah.
crazy.
It was
Yeah.
great.
That's
I feel
good
like
shit.
I always
Good memories.
try, but like when we do comps, I feel like I always try to have one-on-ones with you guys. Because I feel like for Joseph, he's so focused and into it that like that anxiety builds up.
Oh yeah.
But I know at least for the last 2 comps that he had, like I've had talk with him, I'm like, I hope you know that nobody here can compete with you.
Hell yeah.
Like you,
This is the mindset.
like,
That's what you said.
yeah.
I'm
bro,
the best.
you got it, bro. I was
That's what I
like,
try to tell everyone. Like, just tell yourself you're the best. Like, that's literally how you win. Tell yourself you're the
Fake it
best.
till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. I swear
literally.
to
Alright,
But
These
like,
stupid,
true.
silly sayings aren't a thing for no reason.
Nah, literally.
Fake it till you make it.
Jeez.
I give respect where it's due. Like, there's a lot of heavy hitters, but like going with the mindset, because when you're doing like when you're driving for fun, you don't care. You're just driving for fun.
Right.
But when you're doing a comp, like your heart beat changes, your mindset, you start sweating. And then, like, our last OKC comp, I got knocked out early because I went too wide and I hit a barrier. But, like, I didn't drink any water. I didn't eat. It was hot in my car. I had no AC. So, like, putting yourself in that type of environment, you have to make sure you're, like, mentally set up. Like, drifting is a big, hard mental thing. Like, if you're not, you gotta stay hydrated, make sure you're eating, make sure, like, you stay just cool. Like, everything is cool. Because if you put yourself in, like, a hot situation or, like, you know, a bad environment, you're not gonna drive good.
I don't even compete, and I feel more stressed out than you guys when you're on the line.
Oh, I'm stressed out watching, like when you were going against those
my god, I'm talking about.
I do media for teams. Just sitting there with a camera recording everything, I'm stressed the fuck out.
When he was driving the one event, it's me, Josh. I'm standing next to him, bro, and I'm just like, like on toes, bro, because I know he drives so aggressive, and I know, like, in my mind, I'm like, he's gonna just do it.
There's no room for error.
There's no room for error. And it's just
not a bad thing.
It feels good driving as a team though, because like if he loses, we still got Joseph.
Yeah.
If Joseph loses, we still.
Oh yeah, when I lost to Camel because I called because they let you do call outs. I did a call out.
That was W. Yeah.
Yeah, I called out Camel, and I lost him. I was like, it's all right. Still gotta see my teammate though.
And I knocked him out.
Yeah.
I knocked out Camel.
I think that's one of the things too, to go back on like what he was saying, like what we all want to do. Like obviously Joseph wants to go pro.
Yeah.
I believe
my goal, I want to do like I like doing comp driving, but I also like doing fun driving. My main goal for the team is like I really want to build door tappers. Like everyone wants to make money off of drifting, right? Just people do it for fun, but like, you know, I have a regular 9-to-5 job. Like I'm not making no crazy amount of money. So like it would help to make some type of little bit of money to kind of like at least fund like the event or tires. Like it's not even for me. I just want to be able to afford it for my boys so we can go travel to different states and like
we have the
be
money,
financially
the extra money.
set. Like Joseph can't afford a plane ticket. I got you. We'll just run it on the card, like the business card. Yeah. So like that's my goal. I love doing videos, recording YouTube. Like I spent $500 on a video and it got 100 views. Yeah. So it was like I don't care. Like if I have to drop $1,000 in a video, I like doing fun videos. You know what I mean? Just cool. I'm trying to be a little different. You know, take
other than styles. Like what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
What are you guys as far as ideas or already implementing or whatever it is to kind of make that a thing? Because everyone can make content. Everyone can go drive. Everyone can do all the same shit that everyone does. But like, what's going to make it different for you guys?
I talk with him. It's not just drifting.
Yeah.
It's not just drift videos. I'm talking about we made a video for my birthday just on us going mini golfing with the team. Just us going out.
I would say that actually kind of hurts you, but that's just me. Just because it keeps it off of niche.
Yeah, but there's different types of, like, when you're doing content,
it helps having, since y'all have a group, you do have that ability to linger off a little bit more and kind of take different angles.
You have different types of, like, you have drifting in the car community. It is growing, but it's still very small. You know what I mean? And, like, when you go out and do other things, like, you know, going wakeboarding or something on a boat and, like, recording that on the channel, like, just something else fun, you know what I mean? Or going go-karting, just recording other content type stuff. You know
like, the main content is drifting. That's the main thing that we do post is drifting events and stuff like that. But we also more or less like show like kind of like what we do besides that.
Okay. How does that? I'm just just questioning because I'm trying to understand. But like, how does that implement into business? Because to like just being honest, like that's what anybody can do. Anybody can just record their daily life. It's vlogs, which doesn't necessarily work as much anymore. So like for just to use this as an example, nobody really does this specifically for drifting. There are people now, but like this was something different that I didn't even understand it was going to happen at the time. I was just doing it because I like podcasts. But like what's something that the channel can bring into life that could be a little different? Like use this as you never know who's watching. There could be a company out there that might be like, that sounds like a killer fucking idea. I want a part of that. So like, other than just your basic content, like what do y'all actually want the business to be?
It's a good question.
That really is a good question.
Because a business can't just revolve around content unless you're a media company.
I mean, I'm trying to build, like, my goal I've been trying really hard to use, because like nowadays, honestly, for drifting, to get any type of like, I'm not saying you can't, but to get any type of like sponsorships, you need some type of clout, like some type of following where you can sell. Because what companies are looking for is like, How many people are
I
watching
wouldn't
you?
say necessarily.
Well, not every
But,
company,
yeah.
but majority, like, you have to have some type of following base that you can sell to.
I think that's just kind of become the standard.
This new
more or
standard.
less. Is
It's the
not,
new
not that
standard.
like you absolutely need. It's just that's part of the way the game works now.
Yeah.
Is that there has to be some type of audience in order to sell for someone else.
I just want to build Door Tappers, just a name, as a brand.
Yeah.
From, like, because at the end of the day, our roots is from Takeovers. So, like, at the end of the day, I just want to bring people from the streets or that are scared to come from that type of scene, because I don't know how long Takeover is going to last for, and the cops are cracking down harder and harder every day. So, like, people who really have passion for drifting, if they don't want to come to track, where are they going to go? They're just going to stop driving? You know what I mean? So, like, I want to be open arms to all the people coming to the track. That's, like, the main name for
My
Door Tappers.
suggestion: start hosting your own events,
We did.
we
did a private day.
start a business where you build rental cars and you bring all those guys,
Not a bad
put them
idea.
in a rental car.
We have the
go have
facility
fun.
in order to do that.
I have
go
the body
share-
shop. I
go
can fix the
share
cars.
the memories and go share the experience with all the
We did a private day at
guys.
OSW. Most of the time, other people who host privates, it takes a couple days or even weeks to fill. We sold out our spots paid in
Same
full in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We bought pizza. We try to make our private days better, though. We got music. We had pizza. Talk. When other private days, you go look at other private days, everyone's parked far.
Everybody's segregated.
Nope.
So we're like, no. Like,
No.
if you're in this group,
You gotta come
everybody needs
park
to come
together.
together. We're all going to meet each other. We're all going to follow each other. You know, we just wanted everybody to be more interactive because we feel like there's nobody at the track to do that. Like, to try to get everybody involved with each other.
Yeah.
Everybody,
One side of the track is blocked off. If you park over there, you can go home.
Yeah, we try to. I just want us. I want to be able to be open arms to people that want to get into drifting.
Yeah.
All of us are open arms. Come talk to us. Like, we'll sit there, and if you need any advice or what you think, or even just to come hang out.
Yeah.
Like, we're open arms.
I think that's y'all's golden ticket. I think that's kind of what the grounds y'all are setting on. So I would just lean into it more. Like, how can you help bridge the gap between takeovers and drifting for those people so that they don't even have to think about it?
Yeah. 'Cause
Do
we're
the
more for the
events
spectators.
and at every event have 2 to 3 cars that someone can just come and drive and rent for the day. They don't have to worry about tires. They don't have to worry about setup. They don't have to worry about a helmet. They don't have to worry about anything. Literally show up and drive. As long as you got jeans and shoes.
Yeah.
It's really good just because, like you said, like, we weren't welcomed. So,
Yeah.
Like
so
you
now
said.
y'all can be that
Yeah.
bridge.
You want to come drive a fully built drift car? Hit up Team Door Tappers.
There you
We
go.
can start an LSD.
You're going to see an announcement video next week. All right, we're starting rental cars, bro.
There's someone that does it in Orlando already, but he has one Z. But, you know.
Yeah, but that's like you have the ability to focus on one group of people
Get, like,
that
4
absolutely
shells.
needs that.
Yeah.
They're focusing on people that are just like, maybe I want to do drifting one day,
Yeah.
but it still kind of seems unfeasible, blah, blah, blah. But you're already like playing with people that they're literally doing a half-ass version of it.
Yeah.
So, like, they
Right
just
now,
need
like-
that tiny little bridge.
That was a good question, a really good question, like the business side of it, because we haven't really like thought about it. We just want to like do content, sell merch, build a name as big as possible, but like doing something that actually helps the community. We haven't really sat down and talked about because we just drive. That's our main goal. Like what Josh says, like we just.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's
Yeah.
what y'all needed to focus on till this
And-
point, I would say. And
Yeah.
now you've earned some respect. in
try
the
to
scene.
invest in the females too. You know,
Yeah,
Most
girl drivers
definitely.
too.
Oh,
they,
yeah,
they
we
get a
didn't
lot
really
of
talk about that
attention.
at all, but
Yeah, the girls drivers too. They drive good. Like Jasmine was the first female to compete in Spring Break Bash and win her first competition.
That's
She
crazy.
didn't win the whole
Or
competition.
not the whole, but the first battle. She beat her first battle.
Yeah.
But she had to go against me, and I'm not gonna.
He aired down his Zach Novas to like 8 PSI.
All right, but I'll tell you this: Jasmine's car is fast. That
Yeah.
car moves.
Which car is it again?
It's a
She
DE.
has a
The
G35.
D. Okay.
Yeah.
That car is quick.
My
It's the
DE was
tuner.
quick.
It's the tuner. I don't know what he did to that car, but
My DE was.
There's
crack.
a delay in the e-throttle on most stock VQ cars. So majority of the time when you tune a Z, you're messing with, of course, fueling
Fuel and
and
air,
stuff.
yeah.
But the way the throttle like responds, it makes the throttle response a lot quicker. So then inherently the car is gonna feel a lot quicker.
My Z was on crack. Everyone likes me driving the old car. No one likes me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If I could pick my opinion, I bet go back to the D.
yeah.
DE is best.
But obviously his car right now wasn't.
It's just not set up.
It's
Yeah, I
not
need
set up
stiffer
properly.
front suspension. I just need a line.
You know, like
stuff
8K
like that.
springs with iron block motors.
That DE though, he was just a different breed.
Hell yeah.
So like his tune on that DE is the same tune that's on Jasmine's car, and it fucking eats.
I think it was just not running no O2 sensors. I ran no uppers and no lowers. I was crying.
How's it reading then? The oxygen
It's
level.
not, it didn't. It just drove. I never had
So
any issues with it.
We don't need to read it. Just throw all of it.
Yep.
When you
Throw
got
all
in
the
his,
gas.
when you got in his car, it smelled like you
Oh
just
my
took
God.
a shower.
What?
You just
cry.
took a shower.
You cry and gas.
So bad.
How long did it take to start it up from a cold start?
Instant.
Really?
The car, I never had any issues with the car. The car ran perfect. Started, drove.
Huh. I would
And
expect
did-
the startup to be really
Nope.
rich then.
It never misfired.
crazy.
It never bogged. It never nothing.
And he was on a flame map the whole time.
And I was on a flame map the whole time. It just
Ew.
spit flames. I couldn't take it
Y'all
off.
like that?
No, the
I hate
tuner,
that
the
shit.
tuner.
This looks so stupid.
we got tuner, an HP tuner. So there was no like maps. So
Yeah.
it was only just one tuner.
I didn't have a button to change tunes, so it was just I just said,
was
"Give me
stuck.
flame map." I was a flame map kid.
It was like 200%
Pop bangs.
fueled up.
That's what
OSW
I
did
am.
not like it though.
Yeah, just keep dumping the fuel in no matter
Yeah,
what.
just
Off
give me-
throttle or on.
Bro, that car that car never gave me issues. Like I ran that car to
While
its
drifting
max.
though, it really like every so often it would shoot a flame.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't like he was banging limiter and coming down.
Oh
It
no,
was
I'm
just-
not, now I was banging limiter though.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
bang
Like
limiter a
even
lot.
though it wasn't shooting flames
Yeah.
like that.
I don't
No,
know. That car
the
has some
370.
spicy. Yeah.
That thing be booming.
Yeah, I had a flame map on the 370.
It's
came
like,
with it.
you
Came
know,
with
it's
the
the
car.
track people that don't like it, but the spectators love it. They love
Oh
it.
yeah. I just want it to be. I want it to be. I love the look of a flame shooting out the back, but I want it to be for real reasons,
Like a
you're-
two-step
you're
comp.
banging off limiter,
Because
and
after
it's just so much.
But after competition, like at spring break, I think it's like we do it every single time. And
Right at the
Tommy
end.
Tommy gives us like a good 2 minutes to do it. We be going for like 5 minutes. Then it gets a little annoying.
The crowd.
But the
gets so
the
big.
spectators love it. They like record to get everyone. It just hypes everyone up. So like
I think
yeah,
I
the
still got that
drivers, some of the
video.
guys might
They
be
think
mad.
that they love it, but it's actually everybody making fun of us. Look at the takeover kids.
Look at this fucking retard.
I don't know, but you know, people come out and you know we bring people to OSW to come watch. A lot of people come out and
A
watch.
lot of people.
You know how many
come
DMs
out.
I have for ride-alongs coming up September 21st, ride-along Rama, and bro, like he doesn't have a full car every
That's
single
gonna
time,
be so annoying.
and that's the only
I'll have to
event.
talk to Tommy. Be like, dude, is there any way I can have like someone set up here to where they can just like funnel the drivers?
Well, yeah,
for
they're
me,
gonna
and,
have
like,
they're
we
gonna
our own
have it's
system?
an event set up only for ride-along, so you don't need a cage because OSW.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
OSW is the only track, insurance purposes, because tracks are starting to shut down. But OSW is the only track that you need a cage to do ride-alongs. I went to Sebring, no cage, ride-along. I went to Atlanta, no cage, ride-along. Like OSW is the only thing, and this is an insurance thing just to protect them. But that event, you don't need a cage to do ride-along. So like, and you got to pay. I think it's like $10. 5 of it gets donated. 5 goes to the driver. But we're gonna donate all ours.
Yeah.
So whatever the donation is.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, let's not get to that.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, is there anything about the takeover stuff that you feel we didn't really touch on that probably should be said?
I'm gonna say on my end, no, because I feel like we talked about certain things from where they started to how we became what we are now.
Right.
So for me, no.
Is there any specific questions that like you want to know about takeovers? Because you never been to one, right?
I mean, I've not before they had the takeover name. Yes, I have been to.
Oh, he been
There's
one.
just nothing like the stupid pit stuff where it's people crowded in a circle. It's
Well,
a massive pit, like I was saying, at one warehouse. But
I got something to say because there's a lot of people from the track that's been in takeovers, but it's low key.
Yeah.
yeah, I do know that.
Very low key.
It's very low key, but I keep it to myself.
I just want you to know.
Drop the knowledge.
We know.
That
The
we
name,
know.
but knowledge.
Yeah.
So just
That's
be nice,
funny,
okay?
dude.
We're
Yeah.
nice to you guys. You're nice to us.
But yeah, we don't
Blackmail.
we don't talk. I won't talk crap about takeovers because that's where we came from. But I
Yeah.
don't influence anyone to go to them. Like they're getting worse. The cops are getting hotter. they're just really dangerous. They're just dangerous, and that's another big thing.
They're
That
not
really
smart
die.
in general.
Yeah.
No matter where you are.
I don't know.
no matter
Honestly, I
who's
was
those
young. I
things.
was young and dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. Just going every night.
Yeah.
But the track changed my life, so I'm sticking to the track no matter what.
It changed. It was a lot of hard work, especially dealing with the people from the Takeovers not liking us because we're going to the track, and then the people from the track not liking us because we come from the Takeovers.
Yeah.
So we were just stuck in the middle.
I don't know what to do.
Just in this spot where it's just...
Should we do track or should we go back to the street? It was
That's the shitty thing, though. If you're doing the right thing, there's
Well, we
always
did the
gonna
right
be
thing, and
haters
we-
fucking just yapping.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
pulled
Nobody's
through.
talking. You're probably not doing anything right. So
Yeah.
That's fact.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Edwin. Yeah, I met him at a takeover. I met him. I met him at a takeover. He went to go do some real drifting off to the side.
Yeah, man, the donut shit.
They were doing
boring.
donuts. He
It was a back street, a little down
yeah,
the road.
we used to go there all the time. I just don't remember the name, but it's literally just like a bend. I pull up in the FRS, bone stock, nothing done to it whatsoever.
full lean.
Yeah, full. I got out the car.
I don't
was
think you got that one.
Huh?
I don't think you got that one.
I maybe
Full lean, as in full, loan.
Oh,
That
A lean on a vehicle.
that
I think it
flew
flew over all of you.
Yeah, it
all
did.
over.
It flew over our heads. I don't pay. I don't.
that was
thinking-
I buy
aerodynamic.
my, I buy my
one-
cars cash. I don't do payment plans.
I caught a video of him. He
Yeah.
pulled over. He asked me to send it to him.
So you
And
got
then-
that video? I hit the corner. I was like actually hitting a corner. Like,
Yeah.
Street drifting. I was like, yo, you got that video? I'm gonna need that.
I sent it to him. We kept in touch. A little after that, I met Josh.
Honestly, Josh is the one who brought all of us together
Yeah,
because everyone wanted to
the
get
pool
going to
tires.
jail.
parties.
I'm going to jail.
The pool parties.
So Josh is the one that sold tires to like he was a tire plug for Takeover. So like everyone that just met up there and Josh's was like really friendly and
Yeah.
just got us and he saw potential in like us three because
I moved in with him the day after I met him.
He's the reason. He's the reason why I was like, okay, I gotta do something to my car now. Because when we went out to do like our show, because like people wanted to see us battle or drive together, he's like, all right, yeah, follow me. I'm like, all right. He's like, got this S550. Like, I'm like, dude, this guy's got money. Like, what the fuck? So he's like, all right, follow me. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to hit it. I'm waiting. He goes and he just dusts me off the back with the Mustang.
I'm gonna need subtitles on that because y'all didn't peep it. But he looked at the camera and went,
No money. Fake it till you make it.
Got me, bro. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I know best that I can do, and I'm just let him do his thing. And then like after like driving to spots, he was like drifting the main roads and like just doing crazy shit. I'm like, I love this guy. I was like, I need him in my circle. So when he started telling me his story that he wanted to like stay in Orlando, but he can't. He got to go back to Miami because he don't got nowhere to stay in Orlando. I'm like, dude, I'll make you a room in my house. We fucking literally took this little ass spot, put a curtain around it, put a room there, and he stayed with me ever since. And then he's always stayed here in Orlando.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Pretty
So-
cool.
literally, I don't miss the takeovers. I do miss the pool parties every Friday.
yeah.
We would have. That's how I met him.
Yeah.
Is I got a text message from his lady, and she was like, "Hey, everybody's gonna be here. You're more than welcome to come."
Yeah. Then I almost got evicted.
Her and Josh
A lot of
very
people.
welcoming to me. Ever since I met him, he was very just like
Yeah.
a brother. Always treated me like that. Same with Edwin. Same with Joseph.
Fucking
When I met
father
them-
to you guys.
So you're the oldest one, so
Like ever since I met them, it's just been nothing but positivity. No negative stuff. They've always had my back for whatever. Did not
Yeah.
matter. And that's just what made me lean more into that of like, I trust y'all. Like
Hell yeah.
I know y'all got me. But
That's
them pool
good.
parties, man, fun time.
But what I like about the team is like we all come from this together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even the girls, they were drifting, doing their things.
yeah, they were
too.
the Takeovers.
I wouldn't
too.
even know my girl if I wasn't for the
And
takeover.
she was there spinning the block
Hilarious.
in an S550 too. His girl.
Yeah,
Damn.
his
That's
girl
how
had
I
a
met her. I'm like,
Mustang
she got an
too.
S550. Hold
All right,
up.
but her shit, badass,
Clean.
clean. That's like that.
Was it pink?
It was
Purple.
purple.
Purple or some
The
shit?
first
I
one was
remember
purple.
seeing one of them.
Yeah, it
We
was
had-
I
purple.
went through and searched everyone.
Yeah, we
on
had
social
one that was
media
like
'cause I had to learn.
lavender. A
Do what?
lavender
Yeah, it's like lavender.
Mustang she had.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering who that was.
It's hers, yeah. That was the Takeover mobile.
That's why I was
I hit
wondering. It
someone
looks
in that.
like the
She let me drive it. I made
Takeover.
someone do a backflip.
Bro,
Now she's destroying the 370Z.
Yeah.
Now I got the Mustang running again. I gave her full tilt with the
Yeah,
Z. Go
full
ahead, do whatever
access,
you
go
want.
for it.
I'm getting close to the wall. I'm like, all right.
because that was the car that he was
Break it, you
competing
fix
in.
it.
That was the car that he was competing in for like the comps because he only had the Z at the time.
Yeah.
So she was, she was driving, but she wasn't. He got that
Pushing
Mustang
her
back.
limits.
She was in that thing.
Whipping it.
Yep. Nope.
You got your own car now.
Have you checked out Scotty D stuff? Scotty D Race Development?
I have.
A lot of their rear end stuff.
That's what I'm
would
looking
be very
into
helpful
now.
for
I'm
you.
looking to
Yeah.
do because I want to do a true rear,
Yeah.
and they have the whole like lower control arm replacement, so you can convert to true rear. So I've been looking into their stuff. It's just I don't know. Everything for the Mustang's so expensive, dude. Like everything is so much money.
Ain't that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's an American car. There's
It's
a million
so
of
That
them.
motor is
bad.
like $8,000.
Any drift
Oh
box is
yeah,
like
anything
ridiculously
engine
expensive.
drivetrain is horrific.
There's just over fenders are like $2,000.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming out with new wide body stuff. That's poly too. It's
You like that one this time?
ungodly flexible.
You like that one though?
Do what?
Do you like that one over the RTR one?
Oh yeah, well these are technically these are for the S197. That wide body. Yeah.
Right.
KBD is about
Yeah.
to start doing S550 stuff and Big Duck Club.
Oh yeah.
Looking good.
KBD for the win.
Can't
Oh,
wait
yeah.
for that.
Every time.
I can't wait till Cage Kits comes out with a bolt-in tube front end and stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
Because I
That would be-
emailed Cage Kits because I was like, hey, do you guys like have any tubular stuff for like rear? And they were like, no, not them. Because like sometimes Cage Kits uses people for test products. And I was like, you guys want to test my car on a tube front, tube rear? And they're like, no, we already have something in the works. So they're eventually gonna like make a tube where it's like
making a tube front is not as hard as you think.
but they're making something where you just buy it and then they send you and you weld it in.
should hit 'em up.
their
I'm not
cages-
saying mine's amazing, so if you see it at the events, do not. It's dog water. My welds are shit, all of it.
You
But
did it yourself?
yeah,
It works.
the whole tube
It
front.
looks good
I did
enough.
that.
I was-
Yeah, like
I was
it's
peeping-
covered up by
Yeah,
everything.
I
You
was-
can't tell.
I was peeping in there. I'm trying to copy your ideas. Where he cut at?
I should ask him for the FRS because they never have anything.
Yeah.
All I did was look up a few different pictures of tube fronts on 350Zs.
I wanted
and
the-
just kind of
the
made
two-
a concoction of all three.
Just
Yeah.
close your eyes.
Yeah. Actually, the bars that come down from the strut tower, they were supposed to be 100% like 90, not 100%, that sounds stupid, but they were supposed to be 90-degree angles. But my dumb ass, I didn't have the bender, so I cut them to length and then took them to get bent because I had never bent big ass tubing before. So I handed it to him. He was like, I can't fucking bend this. It's too short. It's gotta go. I gotta be able to clamp it down in the bender. And I was like, fuck.
So you had to redo it?
No, we bent it as much as we could, and it was like a 45 degree. I was like, you know what? I think that might actually flow better with the headlights. So I was like, it was 5 minutes down the road. So I just went home, stuck it up to it, and I was like, damn, that's pretty perfect.
Sweet.
Let's just roll with this. Do that again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the next thing I'm focusing on is getting the tube. Because the rear end, like, if you see my Z, bro, it's bad. Like, the rear end, it's not there.
He doesn't need a rear end because it's not there.
Yeah, it's
Just
bad.
doesn't have one.
It
It's
needs
literally
I
just the
crushed my
trunk
rear
hanging
end,
to nothingness.
yeah.
It's just crumpled.
Nothingness.
It's just crumpled sheet metal from all the walls I hit.
I backed into the wall at Beach Bend.
For
on the
real?
entry, doing the LS Fest layout.
Oh man.
Yeah, I hit
want-
that wall 3 times.
Oh, shit.
Once up front, and wait, was it? No. Yeah, it was once up front, once in the rear, and then I had just like a light tap to the wall, I think.
Yeah. He loves walls.
Fucked the front end up the first
Have a
time.
fucking
No.
boat, bro. My car is a
You
boat.
can stay away from walls. He
He
loves
can't
walls.
because when as soon as he initiates his car sideways, that's the whole like
The
that's,
width of the
that's,
track,
That's
yeah.
the width. So when he comes back around, there's nothing else but the wall.
He doesn't care. Dude, we did like a demolition derby thing. We got invited to do like Tour of Destruction. It's like an event where they do like
opening act.
It's like we did the drifting opening act.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, he drove off the bank and smashed into a big ass mud tire. Monster truck tire. Just whoa, boom.
Yep.
I was like, I looked at it, it was no damage, it was just a door. I'm like, dude, you flying.
How the fuck?
You were flying, and he has a lot of bond on the quarter panels because he has like a custom wide body on on the G
And the front.
and the front, and I'm like, dude,
It looks so good.
you hit the door, you're blessed.
Speaking of that, made those with FRS Rocket Money front fenders and molded
them.
Yeah, so if you guys are looking for over fenders for your sedan, hit them up.
Don't hit me up.
Don't hit me up.
Not doing that shit.
Don't you dare volunteer.
Not to do
me.
the work, just for the parts.
Yeah.
He can tell you where to get them.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I guess let's jump into the last few questions. So let's say you're death scrolling on Enjuku and you're trying to find parts to build the absolute best seat time car you can think of. What car is it going to be? And what parts are you going to buy for it? We can go down the line. So each person
I'm
can
going
go.
first. 370Z. And Juku bash bars. GK Tech everything for bushings in the back. Good angle kit and a hydro and you're set. You don't even need anything else. Good arms. Get some arms. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Coilovers.
Everything else stock.
Did you say
Juku single
coilovers?
engine. You don't even need those.
I would
you
suggest
do.
coilovers.
You
You
could
do
get
need
them, but you-
coilovers.
Coilovers before a fucking angle kit. For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need some suspension. Now you're gonna be bouncing around the
I was
track.
mounting
Yeah.
a Z
You're
on
like,
lowering
now.
springs with an angle kit.
Yeah.
Bro,
Could you imagine a Mega Mantis kit or something
With-
with
with
no
stuff?
no coilovers?
With no trues. Oh my god.
Mon-
Bro,
Monster
you would
truck.
destroy that kit.
Body roll.
I like.
I already know what car Josh is gonna say.
Honestly, I was going to say G35 Coupe.
Really?
Yeah, because
Ugly as sin.
they're ugly, but there's like the same body as a 350Z. You get them for like 2-3K, no problem. It's harder to find a Z. They're just taxed.
Yeah.
You
The
want
G's
like-
are cheaper.
You know, you just same thing. You get that, and then get like you don't even need a full angle kit because like I had like
Just take the bump stops out.
I had like
Yeah, but he had
the little
the
kit from
extended
the
tire
GK.
rod.
Yeah,
the
the
mini
tie rod
very
relocation.
well.
Those
for
are,
me.
dude, I like GK Tech makes great parts, but like those types of kits, I'm just honestly a waste of money.
Yeah, it is a waste.
You
It was a waste of
you
money.
get maybe 10, 15 more
It's like
degrees
10
of
degrees,
angle,
yeah.
and it's like you just blew $300 and a
Yeah.
lot of your time for
Yeah.
not even really a noticeable difference.
I'd say
in the
plus
steering
300.
wheel.
But if you're
Because you
saying
still
like
gotta get the
budget
car
build,
realigned.
like just it worked well for me. I was on the GK Tech little one for a little bit, and I
Yeah.
was doing well. Like I'm so used to driving the car stock that I didn't need none of that. So when I incorporated like just small
Yeah.
parts to it, I seen the difference in it. So I was okay with it.
Yeah, that's the best part. Like doing work with your car and feeling it.
But then after I
Yeah.
bought my girl the FDF kit and I was trying to chase her, she was doing full lock every turn, and I'm like, I need more angle, So
Just letting it bounce off.
Yeah.
lock
No,
and
yeah,
catching it.
that G, I'm talking about the G sits sideways.
Yeah.
she full lock.
She'll full lock and she's literally just driving like this.
Crab
Crab
walking.
walking.
Yeah, but like it's
What
ridiculous.
car will you build?
Oh, the FRBZ.
If you were to choose any chassis
If I was
to
to
build
choose-
off Enjuku,
If I was to choose anyone,
They do have a lot of FRS parts.
It would still be the FRS. I love that car. I would never get rid of that car. I
They're
love that.
so ugly though.
I like them.
I like the new.
I hate
I don't
the
like
new
the
ones.
new
You don't like the new
The
ones?
new ones look amazing.
What?
Those
Alright.
are hot.
I hate
Hamilton.
the brand new ones
Yeah.
look good. To
God.
me, like 2017, 18, I think they're hideous. They
They're
changed
so
the front
bad.
ends. The front
There's
ends
no
are
rear
ugly.
end at all.
I like the 2013. I like the body of that car. I think it looks decent. With some over fenders on it, I think I'm serious. The front end looks just more aggressive compared
Then
to
again,
the
I drive a
ones.
350Z too, so like it's ugly as sin as well. Like they're not.
It's like a bubble
better
and a
than
bullet
FRS.
mixed together.
I mean,
It is
yeah,
better
that
than
is
that.
true,
It's better than
but
that.
it's just a computer
It's
mouse.
cheaper.
So you tell me
No.
if I gave you the 370, you wouldn't take it if you got rid of the
370s are uglier than 350s.
Why is that?
Why is that?
I would.
I just don't like the way they flow. The headlights are like a V. The taillights are a V.
So you just
It
take them
makes
out and
no
put
sense.
squares like me.
I would take the 370, but I wouldn't build it. I would use it for like a daily, and I would still build the FRS.
Nah, you need a drift car.
FRS is just like you have 100 horsepower on a good day.
And
On a cold day.
And
You
they're
gotta spend
taxed.
so
So FRSs
much.
are taxed
Right
bro,
now,
10K.
yes, but you're asking me
How much you
what,
put?
what would I build? Like, what would I build? This is like if the money was already there and we could just go crazy. I'm building an FRBZ,
A new one.
a new one.
But how
Oh,
much?
so I thought we were talking about like a budget build. I didn't know we were
No,
talking about
no,
all
just like
out.
you're saying, like he was like.
Best seat time car possible.
Z.
A Z.
Z.
Bro,
They're
hands
competitive.
down.
They work.
Hands down, you can stock out of the gate. Like in Juku, obviously, like hydro stuff like that. If you buy definitely a Juku shirt, and but like simple stuff, bushings, arms, all that stuff.
I think their car is a cheat code.
Nah, but Z is the best seat time car to get into. Stock, the motor, you don't need to do anything. Power performance is enough to get. I had a stock DE with a flame map tune. I'm keeping up at Beast Coast, which is a straight. Like if you see our Beast Coast content, it's a straightaway entry, and then you got to reinitiate, flick into like a crazy turn that's hard to hit on low horsepower cars. The Z did it. Like you don't need no power. And I was keeping up with turbo BMWs, Corvettes, 370s, like things with. I have 204
I
horsepower.
agree with the keep up part.
Yeah, like
But to full standard, the FRPZ did it at Beast Coast.
nah, barely.
With me driving.
Yes, with him.
No, because I did it twice.
Yeah.
I hit it twice.
I don't know. You
I
must-
hit it twice.
But no,
That was third
it's-
year and that
it's-
thing
it's-
chooching.
Right now, the Z's, depending where you go, people are like taxing, but like you get a Z for like 5 to 6K, which I think is decent because I paid 5K for
Don't
it.
knock the G, bro. It's right there with the Z.
Yeah, the G's good. The G's cheaper. You could get a G for $3,000. You know what I mean? But the body style, I mean, I'm a Z guy. I'm gonna be biased. I love Z's.
These are they just were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out
They
the
don't
box.
like it. I never had any overheating issues. Like the car just ran great. It's a coupe.
You never
It's
had overheating issues?
never
Z?
in my life had an overheating issue.
Wow.
20
That's what I'm
laps.
saying,
And
though.
people be like, oh, my car's overheating. I upgraded the fans, radios. I had stock.
Y'all aren't doing true hot lap events then.
Yes, we
No.
are.
I
We
am.
hot lap every.
OSW 15 laps back to back. Going like
You
this?
still gotta come off and get in line though.
No line. On some of the events, there was like no.
A class, there's barely a line.
Yeah.
Well, people
Everybody's
are-
Well,
flying.
yeah.
So there's events that we went to, like no driver. So like you go on, come off, you drive through a grid, go on, come off, and we doing hot boy entries coming in off.
Yeah, but you still get that cool down time
What is
back
it?
to the line.
20
It's still
seconds?
something though.
Yeah.
Dude, you got
seconds.
you're
But my
you've heard of
LS
mid-pond, right?
Are you
No,
talking
but
about
yeah, I
like a
haven't
full
been
track?
on mid-pond
Dude,
yet.
running that shit.
Mid-pond, it's 7 people on track at most, and you just go out. There's no flagger. There's no
That's
nothing.
sick.
I can't wait for
You
that.
fucking go out. The entire track links the entire way. So if you just want to keep linking and keep linking and keep linking, you can
That's
just
dope.
continuously go. Never stop drifting once. You will fucking run into overheating issues. You will run into
No,
D-land
I mean, the
issues.
Z
You
did
will
get-
run into all
the Z
sorts
get
of
hot.
crazy issues.
But
It's
comparing my LSZ to the DE, I'm able to do way more laps in a DE than my LS.
Well, yeah, of
I gotta
course.
probably do a couple things to LS to fix the air stuff, but
I just thought it was crazy you never dealt with a single issue of overheating.
not really.
Because normally, like,
I used to.
Yeah.
I still daily my drift
especially
car.
in Florida.
I know.
The oil temp is what really
Yeah, the oil
gets
temp
hot.
goes up.
My car was
Yeah.
so
And
bad.
the air temps too. Air
I-
temps are hot. When I was tuning my car, the air temps were crazy.
I
off
couldn't
the
do
roof.
OMT battles because I had no oil cooler. My car would go in limp mode
Yeah.
because it gets so hot.
Get a bigger oil pan.
You could do that on 370s?
Yeah. TJ Hunt literally put one in on his 370.
Shit.
The
Have,
more
like, a
oil
spacer?
capacity you have, the cooler the oil is going to stay. So if you have, that's why people will put an oil cooler on there, not necessarily for the cooling factor of it, yeah,
more oil.
but just you can fit.
Once
2
I
more
did
quarts
just
of
the oil
oil.
cooler, it was like night and day difference, like how much cooler it was just
Yeah.
off an oil cooler.
Yeah.
I still wanted to be cooler though.
You gotta put a little fan on it.
Yeah.
Well, that was rude.
It's okay. As much as I say that
Steal
I'm
the
just
show.
biased about it, about the FRS,
Yeah.
out of all of us, that car has never had an issue.
I'm
That is-
surprised.
that is true.
I'm
It's
so-
always us.
I'm
It's
so-
always them.
Head gasket.
I-
no more.
axles.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
but
a car
once-
anymore. Shit.
But once that motor goes, my motor's $1,000. Your motor's $6,000.
It's like $5,000.
Like I'm not paying that. Like if a Z
It's a
breaks,
one-time use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Never
a Z,
again on that
it's just the
motor.
best car to get is cheap parts. You can go on freaking Auto
Bro.
Parts and get some aftermarket.
Knocking everything
off.
down.
You can get aftermarket parts. Like you get 2 stock arms for like $40. You know,
Yeah.
but you get ISR kit, and ISR is pretty good. I've hit a couple curbs, and ISR does not bend.
Y'all like Ryan. He literally has the ISR catalog.
Yeah,
on
like,
his
dude,
car.
those things don't bend. Like it's hard for me to bend the ISR arm.
Yeah.
I've hit
I
some
don't know
stuff.
if you still run it or you guys. What oil do you guys run?
1540 Rotella.
Rotella, baby, diesel oil.
I run Motul 540.
Oh, right now in the LSZ though, I'm running Motul.
Renegade, brother.
Renegade?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
The oil
My
that
fueling. That I
Hell
use
yeah.
too.
They have oil too.
Yeah, they do oiling, fuel. Even they run. That's 93.
Do they have ester
Or the
base?
fuel that I have in the shop. I don't know if this one was 93.
Do you know what
Do
the
they have
oil
ester?
is?
base? Are you talking about oil or no?
Yeah, they have oil and fuel.
I say, do they have like ester based?
I honestly don't know. I'd have to check.
'Cause
They
that's-
have all different types of fucking oils.
The oil that we got from Drift Mansion, what was that?
That was
Driven.
That was driven oil. Driven
No,
racing
I
oil.
know. What was the
I think it was like 1040 or something.
Mm.
Some thick stuff.
They
You run
gave
thick
you
That's
oil.
what. That's what
They
I
had
remember.
1550
One
or
or the
something
other.
like that. That's what it was.
I have a box of it sitting in the shop too.
Yeah, I run thick oil for VQs. You want to run thick oil for the blow by
For
and
boxers, you want to run thick oil.
I was running VR1 before.
VR
That's the
one's
good
good.
stuff.
Yeah, VR one's good. But I run Multral now in the LSZ. That's what Willie from King's Performance helps us out with, and he told me to run that oil. So and his car's alive.
Dude, y'all gotta smell that gas.
For
Before y'all leave, you gotta smell it. It smells fucking amazing, dude. It's got like a fruit booster
and that's
in
93.
it or some shit. Yeah, it's HR93 is what it's called.
Make
It's
my
just
car
a
go
normal
faster like
93.
Mario.
Nah, cause how they make
Not
gas
necessarily
taste
faster. It's just
fruity
a
or
cleaner
smell
fuel.
fruity.
So like I let a buddy use some of it in his just stock E36, and like he went back out for a couple more laps before he left because he just needed some gas to drive home. He used all of it without knowing, and he went out and he was like, dude, my temps were better, and like it seemed like the car was a little peppier, like it was lighting off a little better.
Interesting.
Which whenever I put the fuel in my car, I noticed a 10-degree difference without like upgrading any of the fans or anything.
temps?
For temps, yeah, for cooling.
And gasoline does that? I didn't even know that, honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what.
I didn't know that.
That's why people run E. That's like a reason
Yeah,
why
right,
people
that's
run
right,
E.
right.
Because it
Majority of
burns
people
cooler.
like you run into a lot of issues with E, but people will run E simply for the temp.
I definitely want to do
Advantages.
that flex fuel. I want to be able to
I have
run
flex
both.
fuel on the Z, and I still don't put E. I run 93 in it.
I'd be running E on that motherfucker.
But it's a daily, so
It's cheaper gas.
there's not a lot of.
I dated the Mustang on E85 when I used to daily it.
That's crazy. It's not a lot of gas stations.
$20 to fill up. It used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be.
I was gonna say if you run flex fuel, it's good because let's say you're less than a quarter.
Yeah, you can mix.
Just fill it up
Yeah.
and you drive at the track on E, and when that's about to run out, you wait till it's less than a quarter. You fill it back up with 93. We don't have another event for like another month.
How do you feel about dailying drift cars? Because I daily my DE drift car, like
You
daily
got the
it.
balls to do it.
I still daily the
Not
370.
me. I ain't.
Daily
Our
it.
cars went from the street.
But
To
if
daily
your car
to-
was legal, would you?
I wouldn't daily it. It'd be like a weekend car, like if me and
Wow, I feel like
the
I have
girl
no
wanted to go
choice.
get food
Yeah.
or something or whatever the hell.
So a weekend car.
Yeah, that's all it would be.
I daily
couldn't
my
do that.
LSZ. People are like, yo, how the hell you beat on your car at the track and then daily it?
No.
Me with the 370. I live an hour from OSW. I beat the shit out of it all day and then I drive home. No problems. AC
Y'all are
on,
cowboys.
chilling.
Screw that.
Hey, when it breaks though, you have to fix it.
No.
We just risk it for the biscuit.
That's what makes it fun.
Better y'all than me. All right. Well, let's get these last twos. What is y'all's best piece of advice for just anyone getting into drifting? Period.
Play the sim. Please play the sim. Start on the sim. You will not regret it. I've been playing on the sim for the last 2 years, and I swear to God, driving with my friends, Art of Motion, love you guys. My driving, it shows. Every event, it shows. Like I pick up something new from the sim.
I
It's to the
definitely
point that
agree.
they all got a sim now. Everyone wants to go on a sim.
Yeah.
I don't have a sim
I
either.
need to get one.
I bought mine because of Joseph, and he's not lying. I'm talking about we got to an event. If it was previous before the sim, I'd have killed him. At that event, his car would have been done.
The sim just...
I don't know.
You could do things you can't do in real life on
Yeah,
the
but
sim.
I tried the sim.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel the same though.
That's
Like,
that's like the biggest problem everyone has is like,
Coming
oh, it
from-
doesn't feel the
Did
same.
you do sim before you started actually driving?
No,
No, he
I
went to
drove.
Sim.
That's
I got into the
unusual.
sim
That's
2 years
crazy.
that's
ago.
what I'm saying.
So
Usually-
I took what I learned from real life and I tried to implement it in the sim, and it doesn't work.
You can't.
fucking
You can't.
sucks.
It does not
What
work.
you do in real life drifting, you can't do it on the sim. It's complete. I tried.
But it's
doing-
definitely easier when you
Once-
come from sim to real life. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! If sim kids start getting some money and getting drift cars, everybody's screwed.
I said it in Brandon's episode because he's a big sim kid.
Yeah, I know.
And he's already like making waves and drifting. Like he works for Forestburg and stuff. So, Like, it's only a matter of time before one big name company in drifting
is gonna
signs one of those motherfuckers
They
and
have
just
that-
hands them a car.
The next round of DMEC in Poland,
Yeah.
they got the two
Yeah.
kids, Nico Steele and some other kid. One's 12, one's 10. They're putting them in pro drift cars to battle each other.
That's crazy.
That's
in
dope.
Poland,
Wow.
DMEC. Some sim kids.
I feel like out of country drift events are just way better.
I
than, like,
agree.
United
They
States.
seem sick.
like
DMEC is just cool. I don't know.
Is it the
Everything
Poland
about
track that we drove?
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
That's where they're drifting.
Nah, that's
next round.
crazy. I gotta watch that.
Because they have virtual drift masters. They do the
Uh-huh.
competition DMEC
VDC
on
stuff.
Assetto. So they got all the winners from that, and they're all sending them to Poland.
That's crazy.
So sim. I'm gonna
The
say-
sim
I'm
is
gonna get-
coming up.
I don't know. For me, I feel like
That's the move.
to get into drifting, I feel like financially, that's like the biggest thing for anybody. Honestly, financially, just do not get into drifting if you do not have money saved up and a good paying job to support it. Because like if you don't have a good supporting job to support it, I mean I love it. I'll drift. If I have to sleep in my car and drift, I will, because that's just the passion I have for it. But someone that wants to get into drifting, just make sure you're financially set, because it is expensive. It adds up,
Very.
especially traveling. Like if you have a local track, it's probably not expensive. When you're traveling, if you don't have a truck, you gotta run a truck. If you don't have a trailer, you gotta run a trailer. Then you gotta buy tires. Then you gotta gas. Then you gotta get the Airbnb. Then you gotta, if something breaks on the car, then you gotta buy whatever part you need to fix the car.
Yeah.
So
think-
it just adds up, but just you need to be financially ready.
For me, I think I would say networking, like coming to the track, meeting people, getting the ins and outs of things, kind of like, just getting all the information before getting into it. Just come more prepared. And once you start because like a lot of people just go finance a car for 18K, 350Z.
Or
And
FRS.
then, like my buddy, and now he's screwed. Like he's waiting to pay the car off to start building it because he doesn't want to build it yet
Yep.
until he's done paying it. So,
Yeah.
then you got someone at the track like, dude, I had a shell for
$500.
I could have gave to you. So if you network and you meet people, I feel like it'd just be a lot easier.
Definitely.
It'll just flow better if you just come to the track, talk with
yeah.
people, don't be shy.
Ask questions.
The more
Be involved.
mentors you have.
Yeah, ask
better.
questions. Because it's
I'm
better knowing someone that's been through it than you going through it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like,
It doesn't hurt to
I
ask.
get a lot of people saying, "Damn, I wish I knew you. I wish I knew you." I'm like,
Nah, I
so
definitely
now I
agree.
definitely feel like if these people came to the track and just spoke with everybody and got the ins and outs of things and got ride-alongs and
just
picked up on
experienced
things,
it.
you know?
Yeah.
If that was the case and I knew them previous, I wouldn't have the car. I'd still have an FRS. It just wouldn't be that car that I'm still making payments
Right.
on.
Right.
I would have been like, yo, Josh,
Go
like,
buy a rebuilt tire.
dude,
Yeah,
I bought
dude,
an
I had a
FRS
shell.
from the auction for $1,200. Like,
Well, if you're still making
Crazy.
payments on your car, get a sim for the meantime.
nah, very true.
Yeah, back to the sim. Here we
Back
go.
to the
Free
sim.
tires.
Realistically, you'll spend maybe $2,000.
On a sim setup?
if you ball out.
Well, no. I'm talking about if you can get your PC built in total, you can get it for roughly like 21.
Play a
22.
setter on a laptop if you really want to.
Yeah,
But
you can get a PC built, the parts, $1,200. If you want the direct drive wheel, you can spend $300.
I saw on Facebook Marketplace the other day. It was like a whole sim setup. For
I
like
mean,
$1,500.
Moza has
Moza's
their
awesome.
R3 bundle with the third pedal, I think, totaled out to like 450, 460, something like
it
that.
comes with everything.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
Do you
So
have-
that's
It's just an older
literally just
model.
minus the shifter, handbrake, your stand, your PC, and a screen or
us,
VR, whichever. one.
Our thing is built out of wood.
Yeah,
You
he
don't-
built.
Yeah, I would just.
You don't
make
have to
mine.
spend a lot of money on
Home
a crazy
Depot.
sim for sure. You can make it work.
Do you have a sim?
No,
Hey.
I've
Yes,
had a
sir.
sim, or no, I haven't had a sim. I've played multiple different sims, different levels, Fanatec, Moza, whatever the fuck.
Now,
it
what
is.
Moza did
doesn't
you
matter.
use?
Do what?
What Moza was like the
I
last one you
honestly
played?
don't even know. Just to be
'Cause
real,
I-
like,
like-
I have no fucking clue what it was.
Just
It was so long ago.
Just based off Joseph, he told me that there is a big difference.
Yeah, no, Brandon said that too, because he
'Cause-
he used to work with Moza.
Yeah.
He said I had
Sponsored by them.
the what art?
He has an R12, so that one's 12 Newton meters. But like, that's another thing too with the sim that I feel like is a little like out of hand. They have these crazy strong direct drive wheels. It's like driving with no power steering. Like It's so unrealistic.
Yes,
I felt
dude.
that at Dustin.
One of the
Dustin-
Sims I
It's so
drove, they had the
unrealistic.
sensitivity on that thing
Yeah.
all the way up, and I was like, "How the fuck do you drive this?"
Cars
And they're
do
like,
not
"That's the
drive
best.
like
I
that.
love it that way."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Turn this
bro.
fucking thing down."
As soon as you
It's not
flick,
realistic
you
at
grab
all.
the wheel and it turns you with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
against
it
your wrist like
does
a
not need to be
He
that
was messing
strong.
with my
Strong
settings.
as drill.
He was messing with my settings last night on the game, and he turned it up, and it starts turning. I'm talking about it's hard, and his eyes. He's just like,
You're gonna lose a finger trying to play The Sims, like having no power steering. It's
Yeah, I
insane.
did that at Dustin's party. It was my first time ever on a sim. I was like, I'm trying to. And then when you get on the sim, like it feels so different. You want to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep
It's
trying
addicting.
until you figure it out. Like I don't have a sim at home, so like I go to his house and play. I'm like, all right, I don't want to play no more. But if I'm at home, I'm not doing nothing. You're sitting on the sim. You want to keep trying until you get to figure out how the hell that shit works. Because I can't figure out the
Gotta
steering.
scratch that itch.
Yeah, bro. I tried hitting the oval on OSW, and he's like, I was like, give me a Z, and he was like, I'm gonna give you a low power. I was like, no, I want one like 800 horsepower. I can't, bro. It feels different.
I gave him the 370, the VDC one. 'Cause he wanted a high power one, so I gave him the VDC one.
It's definitely a huge learning curve to drive like a pro car on a sim, but it's cool to see like in the group we have on the sim, we have pro drivers that come and try to learn and like master their craft, or a certain track is coming up in FD, they'll join up and try and turn laps with
That's what I
us.
like about it. You can literally prep.
Yeah.
He's the one. Joseph is the one that gave me all my. I have every track that he has.
It's like practice for free.
Literally.
You learn the layout, you memorize the turns, how deep you need to go, the outer zones, inner clips. So it's a good thing, but
Yeah, you
Recommend
he killed
VR.
AMP.
I practice for Atlanta Motorsports Park all in the sim.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, that would be the only thing that I would get some use for, is because I've been driving a lot of new tracks recently. And
They have everything you
know,
can
like, I'm going out on this fucking massive track that I'm like,
blinded.
I don't know where the turn even is next.
Yeah.
Every little turn is just, yeah.
If anything besides like the sim, I recommend the VR. Get
The
yourself
VR,
a VR.
helps a lot too with the depth view and stuff.
don't like
the
it?
VR taught me how to chase.
That's how I've been getting better, like at certain things. Is the VR learning distance, like from my, like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sitting in my car
I agree. That is like the most helpful tool. but
because I can literally
can't
like
stomach it.
I can sit. Oh, what, like motion sickness?
Yeah, it fucks me up every time.
Took me
no
Dramamine.
like
matter
2
what.
weeks
I
to get
promise,
used to it.
I promise you, if you take Dramamine, it won't bother you.
The only thing that helped slightly, was a fan blowing on my face. It was the only thing.
I just like the VR because, like, if I'm sitting in the car, I can literally,
Joseph, the mic is rubbing on your jacket. I hear it. Yeah.
I can literally like lean out the car. Joseph, he plays Spotify on his radio in the car. Like he has a whole Apple CarPlay. We'll be in the game. I'm like, Joseph, he can't hear me. Joseph, he's done with the run. The music is like lower. Yo, that run was fire. You didn't hear anything I just said? Nah, I didn't.
Blasting music, grinding on the sim.
Shit. Oh yeah.
I believe it works because he barely drives with us, and when he does, he doesn't have any.
It's like he
issues.
never left.
So that's him.
I'm
And
like-
it proves though. There's guys that are coming from the sim with zero real life experience. They're hopping into a car and they're killing it.
Yeah.
So like
Linking
there's-
it first. Second
Yeah.
round.
So it proves it.
Because
It
they say
proves
sim
itself.
is harder. Sim
proves
is
itself.
very hard.
It's for the greater good, though. I think.
I think
Yeah,
it depends
definitely
on how much you spend on
Preach
it.
invest in a
Nah,
sim.
I had bad experience driving it. The input was ass. Everything
Bro, I
was
work
just
so
ass,
much. I don't
man.
even have time. Like I would go home tired. I'm gonna hop on the sim, bro.
Yeah.
Like I hit an event once a month.
Nope. Not me. I just
Yeah.
can't justify spending the money on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
I've got
I
too much
always said
shit
the
to
same
spend
I need
on
a
it.
power steering pump.
Yeah, like
need a
every
motor.
fucking time I go to an event, I need something that costs me $1,000 in order to make it to the next event.
Yeah,
I'm like, God,
drifting.
dude, what the fuck?
It's just
Whether it's
an
my
RV,
tow
bro.
rig or it's the drift car, one or the other, something's happening.
We love to suffer. It's worth
Drift,
it.
bro. I feel
Yeah.
like every drifter suffers in some type of way.
That's a fact.
Well, that leads me into my last question. What is your one message to, if you had the opportunity to speak to the entire world, what would your one message be?
Oh, yeah.
Have fun.
A little deeper than the, you know,
I got you.
than most questions.
Just take everything with a grain of salt. Like I feel like a lot of people, they just do. Everyone's very serious nowadays. I feel like
Joseph.
no one is. I don't know. I just feel like people need to loosen up. Like, just have fun. Like, enjoy what you have going on. You don't need to be the best. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be worrying about what other people are saying. Or if you want to go about a thing your way, go about it your way. Don't listen to what other people have to say. You know, take constructive criticism with a grain of salt. Like I said, like, I don't know, just be yourself and do what you want to do. You don't have to listen to everybody else. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Be your true self. Do what you want to do. People tell me don't drive a Mustang. Here I am suffering. It looks cool.
And
Bro just gave me a deep speech. Like, what am I supposed to say right now?
I'm about to cry.
Nah, honestly,
I plead the fifth.
I don't know if it's like similar. I would just say don't take it for granted. If you have the opportunity to do it and you're doing it, do it. Don't
risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, don't necessarily like. If you have the opportunities to do certain things and you have, like for us, we have the facilities and stuff to do what we do. Don't abuse it. Don't take advantage of it. Use it for what we use it for and nothing more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You're looking at me for
Go.
Is the death stare call?
He always looks for me for answers.
Cause he's in a. You gotta
I'm
rock
just
paper,
not all
scissors.
here, bro, right now.
No, I don't know. I just feel like if I had one message to give to the world, have fun, make drifting. You know, if it's a passion for yours, follow your dreams. Because like at the end of the day, like there's gonna be people that say like don't do this, don't do that, and I don't care what anyone tells me. I believe in something. I know I can do it. I'm gonna just keep working hard every day. Like, you know, just work hard to what you want for your dreams. Like I have a vision of where I want us to be at, and it might not happen it happened 10, 20 years, but I'm gonna make sure it happens. Like, just keep working hard. You're gonna have ups and downs. You know, you're gonna have moments where you want to give up. I have moments where I posted my car for sale, but I have really good.
Both of
I do
them.
that a lot.
I had good friends that were like, yo, even my dad, he was like, you're not selling your car. Like, you've been wanting an LSZ for I don't know how long. You got one for a steal. Like, you're not selling the car. Like, they won't let me. Like,
That's something I would say is don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Like,
you know?
there's gonna be hard times. There's gonna be times you don't have enough money to hit the vent. There's gonna be times where like you're gonna struggle. The car's broken.
Even when you have the money, you still go
Yeah.
through stuff like you said. Shit always breaks.
If you're not
You know?
failing, you're not succeeding.
That's like
Not
the biggest
failing,
thing.
not
Because Joseph didn't give up. His car sat for 3 years. Fucking, he was depressed. He didn't know what to do. Like, he's not drifting.
Posted that car 2 different times.
You know what I mean?
Posted it a
Yeah,
lot.
it's been
more
with
than
mine. I built mine's been in that shop for 3 years.
You know what I mean?
Just
So,
building
like,
it until
When
this
you
year.
not when you don't have your
drive.
own car, it's not. You know, you get to a certain stage and just he believed and we were there for him. Like, yo, you're not selling the car. Yo, you're not parting this out, and you know, and he got it back, and now it's running and killing. So it's like, just don't give up. Like, that's the biggest thing. Just follow your dreams, no matter what. And there's gonna be people. Oh, and don't be scared to take opportunities. Like, don't be scared to talk to someone like famous, like, you know what I mean, or someone that just has more experience or has been longer in the scene. Don't be scared to go talk to them. You know
At
what
the
I
end
mean?
of the day, they're just another person. Just
Yeah,
like you
they're
are.
human. We're all human beings, but just don't be scared to take that next step. Always take that next step, and like it's gonna be your last step. I mean, because if you knew that you can't fail, everyone would be taking the step.
But you
You
miss
have to
100.
fail to get better.
Yeah.
anyways.
Then you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So.
Exactly. You're gonna get way more no's. You're gonna get way more no's than a yes. But eventually, you're gonna get that yes. You're gonna meet someone that's gonna be able to open the door for you.
Yeah, it takes
And-
20 no's to get one yes.
Yeah. So you're gonna meet someone. That's why, back to what Josh was saying, to connect with more people, because it just. And I want to start. We're gonna start traveling more, and that helps too. Going to different states, meeting new people.
Most definitely.
Because it just opens up more opportunities and doors, and you know, it's a blessing to be where we are today with the team and how everything just turned
Facts.
out.
Yeah, I say we're like
We're on
the
circle of drift right
definition
now.
of believe in yourself.
Facts, because
We've all been through.
I did not think I was gonna
We
be.
were all doubted. We all, you know what
I
I'm saying?
didn't
But we
No one
all
ever
picked
thinks-
each other back up.
No one would think we are. If you talked to us 2 years ago, we'd be like, nah, you're
Nah,
crazy.
what the hell?
Nah, seriously.
I'm gonna keep doing rollbacks. Like,
Yeah, literally. We'd be like, drifting? Ain't no way.
what's that? No, but no.
And now we're here with you, about to go eat Nashville hot chicken. Like,
Some hot chicken, baby.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all guys coming up and making the trip. Being on
Yeah.
the podcast. It's
It was,
awesome.
it was fun.
Yeah.
We
Say
appreciate
no
it.
to
Good stories,
takeovers.
too.
Say no to takeovers.
Say no to
Say it.
Say no
takeovers.
to takeovers.
That's your
Nah.
first t-shirt you make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we
There you go.
appreciate you for the opportunity, most definitely.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
I always watch your stuff. I'm sitting there eating my bowl of cereal, like, okay.
iPad kid.
Yeah, I'm an iPad kid. I watch you when I eat.
I'll take it.
And mind you, it's a lot of things that, like, it's hard to break focus from food. So the fact that he's able to just hone in on the video.
We're doing it.
You done made it.
Poor Edwin.
yeah.
I think Edwin had the worst here because
They bully me.
I bully him.
Bro, they bully. But like,
I
for the
don't let
better.
him sleep. And I wanted to like add that when you said like, oh yeah, you know, I sleep in the car and I never let him sleep. I'm like, dude, get up. We need to get this car painted. I don't give a shit. What do you need? Arizona? Well, run to the store at 3 o'clock in the morning.
A bag of hot Cheetos in Arizona, watermelon.
So
I don't care.
I used to have to threaten him sometimes, but
Yeah.
we got through it.
Yeah, abusive love. Josh definitely pushed me to be
Hey,
a
but
person.
what now? Now we don't paint the cars. We have a sponsorship with a wrap
Besides
company.
VW.
So
So they wrap our. We got full livery printed and everything, and then
Insane,
it,
man, yeah.
paid off.
For that many cars, that's crazy.
It paid off
We
though,
just
right?
had to
we pay the first
sales.
amount. We
Yeah.
pay the
Yeah.
first amount, and then after that we get. That's our deal. But if you guys need any liveries or wraps, hit up Science VW or let us know. Reach out to us and we'll help them out.
Yeah.
Also, any guys in Orlando that needs frame pulling, hit me up. I got a frame machine and I'm good at it. My dad's good at it. I paint.
Yeah.
My dad's good at it.
No more painting.
At least you're honest.
And if you can't afford it, hit up JK Performance.
Damn.
He did miracles on the FRBZ, man. I'm telling you, if I could find pictures later to show you, I don't know if Joseph has them for what it looked like before.
Yeah.
That whole side was pushed in. You could not open that driver's side door.
Well, send me some pictures if you can find it, and we'll make sure they can see it too. But yeah, I guess if y'all want to kind of give some closing words, shout anyone out, shout out your own socials, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Remember
like,
that
like
Josh
again,
Type
I got a
shop,
shop in Orlando. It's called Extreme Auto Collision. So if you guys need paint work, custom work, frame work, hit us up. We also do towing too. So if you break down the track, come pick you up, drop you off at home. My Instagram is Edwin Drifts on Instagram, TikTok, and then Team Door Tappers on all social, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all
You
of
could
it.
find every single one of our Instagrams
On
the page,
team
yeah.
page. Anything you want to know about us or any questions that you have for any of us, text the page
Yeah.
because one of us will answer.
What you ought to do is make, well, it might not be the best idea, but the C-Boys, their Instagram page, the only people that the C-Boys page follows is their guys.
Their
that are
drivers.
on the show.
I have it like that.
So like it makes it like a super simple, easy button.
Yeah,
to
I have it
find
like that, but
all of
also
you guys.
follow like some of our sponsors, like
Yeah,
Kansei.
yeah.
It's hard
Great
not
Voice.
to with
Yeah.
what we do,
It's
but
mainly, we don't follow random people, like just...
It's
other
yeah,
close
yeah.
people. We only
It's-
follow like 36 people.
Yeah.
But most of it's like companies. So
right.
Companies, the drift,
Us.
regarding the drift. But none of it is like...
random people.
Random.
Yeah. So you should be able to find our socials.
Shout out Zeknova.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Zeknova. Shout out Art of Motion, the Sim guys, making me better. Shout out John. We love you, John.
We love you, John.
Shout out the girls. Follow the girls.
Yeah,
They're up and
facts.
coming.
They be killing.
Come
Shout
on.
out this guy right here. Appreciate him.
Thanks.
Yes, if you guys don't subscribe to his
Best
channel,
podcasts
you guys are whacked.
on YouTube.
Thank you.
Best podcast on YouTube.
And if you
Honestly.
guys are ever in the Orlando area by the track, need parts or anything,
Come see us.
motors,
Yeah.
body panels, anything, come see me at Eco Green Auto Parts. My name's Josh. But
And Drift We Trust on Instagram.
if we trust, but they don't know me by that at my job.
Honestly, if I have to say one last thing, the only thing I can say is if you tandem with your friends, give them some love taps.
Yes,
That's it.
sir.
Hell
Nothing
yeah.
but love taps.
Good shit. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all we got for this one. I really do appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you guys. Don't forget, look below the video. Make sure the subscribe button is not still red. God, that's a tongue twister every time. Hit the bell notification while you're at it so you never miss an episode. And of course, links to a lot of the parts that we talked about will always be in the description. Thanks to Juku. See you each and every Sunday for a brand new episode. Thanks.
Staying way up, the ceiling. Trust no bitch, can't catch no feelings. I've been taking long flights from the Bay to Ibiza. Hit home runs, I'm a ball like Jeter. I just want fuck, then I leave her. I'm a young pop star, call the boy Justin Bieber. Got a little money, if you want, I can teach you. Whole life a movie, you can watch it in theater. Stacking way up to the ceiling. Trust no bitch, can't catch no feelings. I've been taking long flights from the Bay to Ibiza. Hit home runs, I'm a ball like Jeter. I just want fuck, then I leave her. I'm a young pop star, call the boy Justin Bieber. Got a little money, if you want, I can teach you. Whole life a movie, you can watch it in theater. We in the